to Kids True Crime. Pulling up, hit and go. It's showtime. Hey, hey. Chat squad rolling in line. Best crew on the screen, that's the headline. We pull up to the scene, Mr. calling out each detail. Real clean, Patty said, judging the fee. Running double jumping theories at top speed. Caroline Cooper in caps lock. Rachel from Mars with the straight talk. Angel in the back with the side eye. We ride or die in the live, let the time fly. Welcome to Kids True Crime. True Crime. We got push, people talking in real time. Real time. We got trolls in the corner, we don't mind. Hit them with a one-liner, riddle from behind. Best community on this whole site. We laugh, we roast, but we hold tight. Get a little copy, that's what we're here for. Bad ass fight, yeah. Up, push and score. Bad ass fight, yeah. 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 Right, left, right, yeah. Melissa in the bushes on patrol, putting out the fires when the rumors roll. Flames toddler in the back, all jokes. Inside last of the day one's folks. Feel the chatter climbing up the chat wall. Names flying fast, can't catch them all. From the first bell ring to the last word said. We brains these spaces till it's time for bed. Welcome to Kids True Crime. True Crime. We got bush, people talking in real time. Real time. We got trolls in the corner, we don't mind. Hit them with a one-line, fall from behind. Best community on this whole site. We laugh, we roast, but we hold tight. Kid a little pocket, that's what we're here for. Back ass fight, yeah. Up, blast was for. Back ass fight, yeah. 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 Back ass fight, yeah. Drop a heart in the chat for the day ones. Drop a flame for the late night reruns. If you know, then you know that's the code word. Kit says what she thinks, every quote heard. We stay loud, stay proud when the stream's on. Same fam, same clan when the cam's gone. One click, one link, and we're back at the door to the badass softcore lore. Welcome to Kids True Crime. True Crime. We got bush, people talking in real time. Real time. We got trolls in the corner, we don't mind. Hit them with a one-line, fall but behind. Best community on this whole side. We laugh, we roast, but we hold tight. Get a little cookie, that's what we're here for. Bad as bud, yeah. Ash off floor. Bad as bud, yeah. 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 Bad as bud, yeah.
Well, hello, everybody. I should say hello, nobody. Hello to people in the bushes. Hi, how you doing? I figured it'd be like this. I haven't been live for like 8 days. I was really sick. Really, really sick. So if people come in later, I will explain what is going on with me. Okay, I'm so behind on everything on the internet, and I see everybody's what you would call it, is covering this case heavily because of the Netflix series. Of course, I don't have Netflix because I choose not to because they're too expensive. And they made a show called The Crash or series or something. I don't know. Hello, sis. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Okay, and then so Mackenzie is back. She's back, people, because of that. Oh, good. Some people are here. Hi, Carolyn Cooper. Let me tell you. If there's going to be new people watching, I'm going to talk about me right now, so you might want to come back in like 5 minutes. People, I was so sick. It was unbelievable. I have never, ever been this sick. It took everything out of me. Here, I'm trying to heal from my surgery, right? And then Tuesday, it hit me. I had surgery that Friday, like 2 weeks ago. Friday, and then Saturday, it hit me. Let me tell you, it was just awful. I can't explain everything. It was horrible. The pains were horrible in my stomach. I thought I was dying. I don't know what's wrong. But I finally had one day that I have not puked. I mean, I couldn't even eat. I couldn't even eat. I tried to eat some rice, and that all came up. I'm like, this is awful. This is awful, man. So I'm behind on everything, but I'm here. I'm here. So let's get to it. So I, Mackenzie's Mackenzie. She will always be content, okay. But I want to talk about these boys here, the life she took, okay. So to the left is Davian. To the right is Dominic, who goes by Dom. And okay, the one on the right was her, I don't know, boyfriend. She was on again, off again. I'm sure you guys know all this, but I just want to explain. These were the two guys that were in the car that she intentionally ran into that building. I don't care what she says. I don't care what her family says. But I have seen a few clips uh, of that Netflix special. Oh God, here my goes my stomach. No. And so I want to talk about them and the sisters. In the chat, I put the link to this petition that the sisters doing. Dom and Davian's Law, Victims Before Influencers. I don't even consider Mackenzie influencer at all. I see her as a prostitute. Okay? That's what I see her as, and a little girl. And I mean that in the rudest way popular or impossible, okay? All right? That's what I see her as a little girl, and that ain't in a nice way. So they talk about the issue, that she was killed by Mackenzie, or they were killed about, God, sorry, by Mackenzie. And then they talked about the son of Sandlaw, about David. I want to say David's never made any money. I'm just saying, David, I understand that they did do that law because they were afraid of movies and book deals, okay? But if he doesn't make any money, all the money. I'm just saying because I'll leave it. I'll leave it there. Okay. If you guys ever notice, I don't know if you noticed. Look at this kid's eyes. His eyes are like ocean blue. Anyways, and this is neat here. There's a scholarship in Davian's name. Look at this. David Flanagan's Memorial Scholarship. Let's see. So this is his mom. Let's see. So hold on. From left is Davian's mom. Okay, here's his sister. Oh, look at that. Look at that name. This has got to be the mom. I don't know how they JV father. Where's the father? Is this the father? I don't know. Okay, that's the mama. Okay. So it's for a barber shop. Ain't that cool? Oh, that is. Oh, okay. Now I see. I see how everything is. Okay, sorry. I just wanted to show you that. And like I've said before, I'm happy that families, when they go through these tragedies, they start their own YouTube channels. Want to know why? Because they know the truth, and not just YouTubers, including myself. So this is a source if you want to come to whatever. I'm not saying bad things about us. Of course not. But I like it when families do this so we can come to them for the facts. Okay, so this is Dominic's sister. This is her YouTube channel, The Big Sister Unhinged. Everything I'm talking about, there's a link in the description or in the chat. And then here's Davian's little sister. So let's listen.
But we would always call my dad Queen when that was a thing, or like say period to him. And we still do it to this day because like we remember each other just doing that as kids, and so now we're just like, yeah, he's a queen, and Cardi B knew.
Oh my God.
I love my dad.
Oh my God. That was outrageous. I saw that. I was like, oh my gosh, she's gonna be so. That is insane.
Yeah, I'm like, there's just no way.
No way at all. That's my nieces and nephews
my
do
dad
that
knows
to me.
He probably knows of her, but he doesn't like
know the extremities of how
I don't think he
insane.
listens to anything, but I can.
Yeah,
I do.
That's your dad.
Yeah, I kind of disturbed.
Cardi B mentioned your father. That is, and she loves him.
My Christian dad.
Right. You're very Christian. What is it? Moderate
family. My dad.
Yes,
yeah,
and your brother.
And you know, I'm happy they're like that because I don't know if I would want it any other way.
Yeah, that was not.
I'd be very disturbed. But
so Cardi B shouted out Divine's dad this morning, Mr.
Yes.
Scott Flanagan. Yeah, if she's watching this, Cardi, this is Divine. This is his daughter. We've all been through a lot.
Yeah.
And that just brings, like I said, like a lot of this it's bittersweet. It's completely bittersweet.
Yeah, I think people do forget that. Like you guys are seeing it from like Netflix or like on TV and a screen, but this is our life, and we've dealt with it for 4 years now. So.
And this is the first time that basically that we've done something like this. This is sister to sister. She lost her brother. I lost my brother. In all this chaos, and in like things like Cardi B tweeting about the movie or tweeting about her dad, like somebody asked me today, and they were like, "How do you or what's your plan for like moving on after this?" And I was like, "There is no plan to move on."
That's what I'm saying. It's hard to answer that because it's like at the end of the day, like. Yeah, we kind of move on in a sense, but not in how people think, because it's still going to be, no matter how viral or big it is, it's still going to be something we have to live with and have to deal with. Like I'm very like big on mental awareness and mental health because I do have like very bad mood swings. I'm medicated and see a counselor, but like when I'm sad, I'm really freaking sad. When I'm happy, like I'm really happy. So it's like, and I've had this way before Davian died. So like, putting that on top of it, it's just
I couldn't imagine.
Not fun.
I can't imagine. I struggle too.
Yeah.
It's always a struggle. Life's a struggle. Dealing with happiness, sadness, but the loss of a sibling is like it's probably the most disgusting feeling that like you can have. And despite all this, at the end of the day, Dom and Davian, like they're not here. So and it's like we could be, oh my God, Cardi B tweeted that or whatever,
we can run in circles and make it seem like attention seeking or something that it isn't.
Does anybody know what Cardi B tweeted? Or did she say? I don't know. This is so sad. Mackenzie and her family do not realize how many people's lives they have affected because of Mackenzie's actions and the actions afterwards and her actions still going on. I am too. I'm so happy. I see she's been everywhere. I'm trying to get caught up, but there's so much out there. I thought, okay, I'm just going to do me. Last night, I actually put up a video. Hold on. My first video in 8 days. If anybody wants to check it out, I did every jail call. Hold on. Let me share the link again. I did every jail call when she was in county jail in one video. I thought, nope, I'm just going to do one and get it over with. There you go. Share this, share this, share this. I mean, like, if you're not doing anything and you want to listen to jail calls, put your earpods in. There you go. There's a link for that right there. Every jail call. I think there's 100. Oh. shit, what did I do? Okay, I will look to see what Cardi B tweeted. I don't know.
It's just at the end of the day, we're speaking the truth and how we feel about a really bad situation that happened to both of us.
And at the end of the day, it's like, this is why I made the podcast, was just to, one, battle misinformation, two, stick up for our families. You know, a lot. Davion's been just left. He's been left out, thankfully, I think, because I haven't really seen anything bad about him so much as I do Dom, where everyone's blaming Dom for everything. That makes my guilt.
At the end of the day, whatever people are into, we're all young. They were all young. Me and my family are coming from a point of view that at the end of the day, we're both losing people, and we don't have any hate towards you guys or anything. Davion was his own person and made his own choices, and same with Dom and Mackenzie and everyone involved in the whole thing. So it's not really necessarily the only person we can really sit here and blame is Mackenzie and their family.
And it's weird with that because that's who it always should be on. But I sit here, I blame myself.
Exactly. Like I blamed myself. My parents have blamed themselves, and that's a part of the grieving process that people don't see it, and people kind of, you know, assume isn't happening. But it is. It definitely is. Because like I said, like I knew Mackenzie, the first interaction I had with her was horrible. And me and Davion being close, like he knew how I felt. But at the end of the day, we're both young, we're grown, we're our own people. I'm his sister. I'm not going to sit here and be like, don't be friends with her. I'm just going to tell him I don't like her, what happened. And based off all that, he knew how I felt. And, you know.
See, your standpoint, like what happened with you is completely different with me. So you actually, your brother was acting out a little bit, had bad friends, or, you know, got into a group of friends that weren't doing the best of things. Mackenzie being that friend. And you guys were trying to warn him, and then who would have thought in a million years?
Yeah, and it wasn't even necessarily like, I think people misunderstand like really what was going on. Like my parents are very strict. That's why I'm big on like actually being a parent nowadays, because me and my siblings did come from a very traumatic event, went through foster care and all of that. And I think people think parenting someone from foster care is going to be as easy as giving a parenting advice to, you know, your own kid. I can speak from experience. I've babysat kids in foster care. I've babysat kids who have their own parents. It's harder to foster kids and take care of kids who have gone through stuff like that. And when people say, oh, he was just like, you know, being bad or didn't want to follow rules, it was more of him kind of not understanding why my parents were being so strict, because if we tried something small, we already have an addictive personality. Like
so do we.
So exactly. So that's the thing that people aren't really like focusing on. Like my parents were coming from a place of being an actual parent and adult and seeing what the outcome could have been and what happened, or whatever you want to say with that. But with us being kids and rebellious young adults, we messing up and making mistakes is a part of life, but still having, you know, those strict boundaries and rules set.
We didn't have I came from a divorced family, and we didn't really have rules or someone to tell us right from wrong. And it really, like, I look at your parents and you guys, and like they seem so normal. And, you know, of course, it's just natural for Davion to have tried to rebel a little bit. That's completely natural.
I tried to rebel. My sisters tried to rebel. Like every kid,
everybody does it.
Has tried to rebel. I mean,
you're a liar if you say other. Like,
no, for real.
That's
like
for sure.
That's a part of being a young adult, a teenager in society nowadays.
Do you see they're not coming out of the gate and sitting there and bashing Mackenzie and her family? Do you see how they're handling this? Now, I want to say this about a clip I've seen of her dad saying, what can I do about her, you know, smoking weed, smoking that. The girl was 17, probably even younger when all this shit was going on, right? And I want to know why she was living in Dominic's house. Why? I don't know. Her mom and dad knew what was going on. I don't care what they said.
And everything. And then
Mhm.
especially with all of the drugs that are like out there and like all of the parties that do go haywire and go wrong, it's because parents aren't being parents and they're letting their kids kind of one up them in a way
Yeah.
and go out of that box and things get dangerous and happen.
Yeah, and then this, it's like I never thought in a million years that this ever would have happened.
No.
Yeah, she was a scumbag. Like, I'm
No,
sorry, like
yeah.
I saw her. I thought she was, the first time I met her was in the back of Dom's house, and she was in a skimpy little tiny white it almost looked like a bra. And I was like, that's how you come to meet your boyfriend's family for the first time?
Yeah.
That's, who is this? Like, and even to this day, I'm very protective of my brothers and they date, and
'Cause you are
they're
that
afraid of
bigger
me.
sister.
Yeah, I am that
And
bigger sister.
I think people forget that too, because Damon was my bigger brother. And even though he had that brotherly role in a way, I was kind of his bigger sister as well. So, and now that he's gone, I kind of feel like I have to fill that void for my little sister. And like when she has like a boyfriend or whatever, I'm very like, okay.
God, and look what you guys went through. You'll
Yeah.
never be the same. I feel bad for anybody that you guys date.
I don't date
Like,
anyone right
neither-
now.
right.
No, it's definitely been hard because again, I get really sad. I have my depression. I have my mood swings. I'm very socially awkward and have anxiety now with talking to people because of everything. And I think people kind of forget that it does shape people. Like my life 5 years ago was completely different. I was I was on prom court. I was able to talk to everyone. Like I was very open, public, whatever, did not care. But now that my life has kind of been put into a spotlight, I'm very like, I'm 21. I want to have fun and grow, but I have to always have something in the back of my mind that people know who I am. And
What
I
happened?
can't necessarily make those mistakes either.
And
In a way,
that's-
I got to be the bigger person, the difference, and kind of be an adult in this situation because there are a lot of people who weren't being adults in this whole situation.
And that's like it's like, you know, grief and like how, okay, you know, we lost Dom, we lost Davion, but like the aftermath of how it destroyed everything. And then people say like, well, somebody asked me today, like, how do you plan to move on? I'm like, I don't. There's no moving on.
Yeah.
This is, and I'll stay in my grief for the rest of my life to honor my brother. And I don't care. I don't care if I have to be sad every day. I don't care if I have to, you know, cry or do things like this to keep in chaos. I tend to keep myself really busy. That's how I've been dealing with it.
And that's how, and everyone has their own way of coping and dealing with things. I do think a lot of people forget that. You're grieving in your own way compared to me. I'm grieving in my own way compared to my sister. We're all different people. We're all grieving in our own way, and everyone's gonna have a freaking opinion, especially with this all being put on blast. Like I'd be lying if people didn't say I was trying to be attention seeking, and like I'm very
so
like
annoying.
there's gonna be those
It's
types
so
of people,
annoying.
and that's cool. Like have your hate, whatever you want. At the end of the day, I'm doing this for my own reasons, and your opinions
Trolls
don't dominate what matters the most.
Yeah, you know what? I post about my family every day of my life. Losing Dom doesn't make it any different. In fact, I'm going to post more,
Yeah,
and I'm going to do more
because
because
you have a life too, like, and this is just a part of that.
Yep. How do you feel about the movie? How you guys were portrayed? How the Shirillas were portrayed? How we were portrayed?
I feel like the Netflix documentary it did definitely lack a lot of evidence and like documents. But I personally think they tried to get it out the best way they could and tried to show everybody's perspective in the best way that they could. With that being said, I think a lot of people forget that we were filming for what, 12 hours a day?
I only did.
Days.
I was the last. I said no until the very last second. So we had one day of 8 hours a day. Like, and I was.
And that's still a long time, 8 hours in one day. Like me and my dad, we filmed probably I think 4 times, 4 or 5
really
times.
wow.
And those days were 10 to 12 hours.
Oh my god, that's excruciating. It was terrible to do one day.
Exactly. And the thing that people don't understand is we were only in there for how long?
Yeah.
So they pick what clips
they want
are best put together, and that also evolves around opinions. Everyone has their opinions, and if they like this, how this sounds better, or how this sounds better, it's not really getting the full story across. But that's how Netflix is, and how documentaries are.
It's got to be entertaining, also.
Exactly. Yeah. It's for the likes and views of their end.
Yes.
And from our perspective, it's our only way of having a say.
Yep.
We don't have a say in if this shit comes out. We just have a say if we want to be in it and speak.
And that's why I did the podcast.
And then they kind of cut it up, and whatever you get is what you get.
Yeah, and that's why I did the podcast, was because I knew this was coming out, and it's just like I have feeling so helpless. Like I have no voice, no way to be heard, no way to say no, this isn't true or that isn't true, or who's Landon and Rosie.
And that's how I felt about the HBO Max one and or was it Hulu?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I did a
but
Mean Girls. Me and you did a
Discovery,
Mean
yeah,
Girls.
that one.
That one?
I mean, like there were some things in it that I found very false and not necessarily portrayed properly, but they put more evidence and they went about it different than Netflix. So
yeah, I got to rewatch that one. I watched it when it came out just to see, and that was the most excruciating, terrible experience I've ever had in my life. I sat down, I cried the entire time. My face was puffy. I'm like, I wanted to leave the second I sat down. Like, this is the worst. I should have never did this. I wasn't ready. I wasn't mentally ready. Now I feel like I'm mentally ready to, and that's why I've done this, is to try to give the Russos and the Flanagans a voice. And like, for instance, your mom messaged me a couple hours ago and was like, can you please correct this on your podcast? This misinformation. This lady said this. Please put out there, this person's got 1 million followers. So what she says, half of the internet, they're listening and they believe.
They don't know like the truth behind everything. Like on one of your podcast clips, it said that Mackenzie brought up Davion, and we said something about maybe he was like alive and like they were talking. We were told he died on the scene, like, at the scene. Like when they got there, he was dead.
That's what we were told about Dom.
Exactly. They didn't do the same thing. We were told they were both.
So I didn't. Dead. I was told that Davion was still
They didn't do any.
Oh wow.
Any work on him, and then later in the autopsy, they found out a piece ripped in his heart, and he did die instantly from impact. So there was no maybe he was alive, he was breathing. They didn't do any work on him because when they arrived on scene, he was already dead.
The video of the police officers when they came to our brothers, and the guy comes up to Dom's side and he says, "Rest in peace." I'm so sorry. Well, I lose it every time.
I know that one of the police officers knew who Davion was through football. Too.
Wow.
One of the police officers on site knew Davion, and that ended up getting back to me from some people in football.
Wow.
I can't imagine. Like I can't imagine going into a situation like that and seeing that, but then to see that and know who that person was, like that's also a whole nother level.
Do you disassociate like I do? Like when you tell a story, like I am. Completely sometimes it's like that is not my brother. Like it feels like a lot of the times I'm just talking about a strange story. Do you do that too or no?
I mean sometimes, yeah. I think it's mainly because it's a weird reality. If that makes sense. I think it's because it's like weird to kind of wrap your head around the fact that people die and that's a part of life, but our brothers died in a horrible way and it got blown up and we're still talking about it 4 years later, like it happened yesterday, because it feels like it happened yesterday for us, because it was also put out on Friday, but then you have to realize it was 4 years ago, and it's just kind of a cycle. So yeah, that's part of the dissociation, I guess.
Yeah, and do you feel the same way? So I feel that having the world talk about Dom, it's bittersweet to me. Like at one thing, it's like I don't know how it feels to move on or even think about moving on, but at the other side, it's like the whole entire world knows who our brothers were.
Yeah,
Cardi B. Everybody, that's #1 movie in the world.
But I also think at the end of the day, the whole entire world doesn't really know, like who they really were.
Yeah.
Like they only know what was put on screen. Like they don't know that, me and Davion rapped. They don't know that Davion loved to like freestyle, and like every time I was really sad and anxious, he would sit there and do that for me.
Really?
Yeah. Aww. And like to me, if they don't know that when he bulked for football, I would cook for him.
Really?
All the time. And he would post it on his stupid stories and say he made it, and I'd have to slide up and yell
My brother does that too.
Yeah, exactly. Like they don't see things like that. They just see the event and the traumatic side of everything.
Dom used to trick Nikki and us on like they would tell us all, because there's me, Nikki, my stepmom, and like between the girls they will be like, oh no, like she's a better cooker or she's a better cooker, just to get us to cook for them. Oh yeah, I know how that is.
Oh my god,
that's hilarious.
That's funny.
Yeah, let's see who can make the best sauce to make us spaghetti tonight.
David would bring home, like he worked at Five Guys. He managed the one over in Strongsville, and he would bring like the leftover meat that was about to go bad, like all the bacon, and it would come on a full sheet of like parchment paper, and he wanted to do it on the grill outside, and I was like, David, you need to remove that parchment paper. He's like, no. I'm like, David, I went to school for this. I don't give a crap right now. Like, you need to remove the parchment paper. Like, we ended up just sitting there, like going back and forth. I'm like, you know what, fine, do it. He puts it on, right? The parchment paper catches on fire, messes up the bacon, but luckily he had 2 other like big sheets, and he comes to me and I'm like, yes, Davion? And he's like, yeah, so you were right. And he's like, and then he proceeds to ask me to cook the rest of the freaking bacon for him.
Aww.
And so he could play his game, and I did.
That's oh my god, you're great sister.
I mean, me and Davion, we did have a good relationship, like I said, but he would always stick up for me. So I kind of did what I wanted to do to kind of return the favor. And I didn't mind cooking again. Like I love cooking.
Same.
I love it.
I do too.
Like,
you know that.
And my mom's a pescatarian, so she only eats fish and fruit and veggies, and then I hate fish. My sister eats anything. My dad doesn't eat fish. So when I'm cooking, I like to think outside the box and make a meal that works for everybody.
Aw. Yeah, we like to cook too. That's awesome.
Mhm.
And especially with our brothers. I had 5, so I know how
them
that
growing
is.
up, they're fat. They eat a whole
Yep.
carton of eggs. I
Mhm.
don't understand it.
Dude, especially my brother Mikey, like
Mhm.
trying to keep him like, oh Mikey, you want these leftovers? Or come over, I'm cooking this. Or
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. Over COVID, that was a big thing. My mom had to tell me to cut back on the baking because she gained a little too much.
COVID 50, I call it. I did too. Just now coming off of it.
I think I was looking
terrible.
back. I'm like, where the? And then I'm like, oh wait, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's gone. Now it's gone. But I'm like, I literally looked like above.
Yeah, everyone is like COVID 50.
And then my friends lie to me. I'm like, don't lie. I definitely did. Like I can see
We
the
know.
difference. Are we not looking at the same image?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Liars.
why didn't you tell me?
Mm-hmm. That's why I said everything. I look at old pictures. I was like, well, why didn't you guys tell me I was getting that big? Oh my god.
Like, come on. You
Yeah.
guys support each other a little.
Right.
I feel.
That's right.
I got a camera for Christmas and I'm still learning on how to even do any of it.
Yeah.
Actually, because it's a Sony, it does vlogs and like pictures. So I'm learning both at once.
It's hard.
So I'm like, okay, yeah, this looks like crap.
I was completely thrown into it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sitting here with Divine Flanagan. I guess I didn't give you your proper intro.
Yes.
Sitting here with Divine Flanagan. This is Davion's sister, and we're sitting here sister to sister discussing everything that's happened.
Yeah.
We're here at Arabica, enjoying our hookah and our coffees, and smoothies. Thank you, Arabica. Maggie, you're the best.
Yes, thank you.
But we were just sitting here. We just wanted to sit down sister to sister because there's so much that we've been through. The last 4 years, we haven't done this actually up
never.
until now.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things that people know, but there's also a lot more that people do not know about the aftermath of this that it has had on us, the effect, and the reality we actually live in. Because, you guys really don't know who Davion or Dominic were, and you know a little bit more about probably Mackenzie than either of the victims at this point.
Right. And that's another thing is like I saw one of the reasons for the podcast is like over my dead body, will she get out of prison and become Gypsy Rose and get Instagram famous like she's always wanted? So I'm thinking about doing a bill.
What she wants.
Like a Dom's bill or like because the Son of Sam's law was written a long time ago. It's so when you get out of jail, you can't profit off of your crime, right?
Yeah,
but they don't take into account social media that wasn't there. I think that needs to be relooked at. Gypsy Rose is millions of dollars. She's famous all over the world.
Killing someone.
Yep.
That is not.
So I could see Mackenzie, even if she got out when she's 40, she's gonna be rich and famous. If she'll be all over the. Yeah, we know that. Just like it'll be a big thing. Like, oh my God, Mackenzie Shirilla's out. You know how it's gonna be. So I'm going to. If it takes me 10 years to work on it, I'm gonna work on it.
Yeah. I mean, because we have 10 more years, about like 11.
Yeah, until our first appeal, our first parole hearing.
Yep.
Yes.
Again, we've already been back.
Did you get the letter the other day?
Appeals all the time. Probably, yeah. My parents probably did. So she appealed again.
Yep, we got another letter.
I'm not shocked.
Ever?
Like, no. Because she just doesn't want anyone to heal and is self-absorbed.
Yeah, and it's like think about everybody else maybe and not yourself for once.
Yeah, and I think people forget that they can actually do that. Like, oh, so even though she's been sentenced, that you guys have to go back to court. I'm like, yeah, every freaking time they approve the appeal. So like every couple freaking months. So it's like, okay, let's go back to court.
Yeah, and then we wait 6 months to hear a decision. Yeah, and it's if I was innocent, there's so many things like I'm telling the world. Like if I was innocent, I wouldn't. This is not how I would be going about it. I would try. I wait for letters in the mail sometimes, like of her apologizing or like showing remorse or like just
when
tell us what we
died, the family sent us a plant.
Really?
Yeah, and then a card that said, well, I don't know if the card had it or there was a text. It was her text. Her mom, I think, was in charge of her Instagram when she was like in the hospital. I'm assuming like they were together though, and she was like apologizing and saying that Davion was like a brother to her. I was like, oh, I'm about to go off because like, bro, I don't like you. I didn't like you from the jump. I'm a very respectful person, so I'm not gonna go about it the way that the majority of people do. But that was disrespectful from you to sit there and kill my brother and then say he was like a brother to you when you knew I didn't like you. You weren't really friends with Davion. Like, a lot of people were bullied by you in school because you were just a self-absorbed person. Like, she just wasn't a good person.
What do you think? Can I talk to you about this too? Because that Rosie and that Landon, them pretending to be, when he said in the movie, I am Davion's best friend and this is going to be, we're going to take over the world, whatever he said. What was?
I posted on my TikTok yesterday, like kind of saying about that. Landon wasn't Davion's best friend. They did definitely grow up in school together. They were in the same school system and they were friends. I can't say I've never seen Landon. I didn't talk to Landon. When it comes to Landon, Bubba, whatever you guys want to call him, he was definitely one of Davion's friends. They did play football together. They probably went to school since elementary all the way through. But with that being said, I would say there was probably, again, 10 other people who aren't in the spotlight who come before Landon. It was more same school district, did hang out a couple times. But
Dude, the way he came
went
on
about it like they hung out every single day.
but then turns around and says bad things about my brother. And he's doing that to protect Kenzie.
But also
That's
the
why he's doing
problem
that.
is so all the way up before we went to court, the first day we were ever in court, he went about it as he supported Davion and
Really?
in a way, and that he didn't have a, like, I don't know, it just kind of felt like he didn't like, Mackenzie, what she did.
Mhm.
But then the day of court, I was kind of expecting him because of that to come by us, and where we were set up, we were separated. You have
Yes.
they're us, and they're all the way down there, so you have to pass us.
Yeah.
He walked right by us.
Are you kidding?
And I looked at him, and he like glazed over his
Wow.
eye, and
Because they
I
got to him first. That's why.
was
Wow.
beyond pissed. I was like, oh, some
Wow.
people shoot colors. People
Wow.
shoot colors because, again, like I said, they
That's
didn't.
goosebumps.
Yeah, again, and Rosie and Landon did not help with the case at all.
No, if anything, they hurt Dom. They made it like it was his
worse.
fault.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they only really got in the light when, like, Netflix reached out. And for Rosie, I think people forget that Rosie claimed she was also Mackenzie's best friend. I heard they were only friends for about a year, tops. Like, me and my best friends have been friends for over 10 years.
Yeah.
And like I said on my TikTok, do what you want with that information. But if Landon's sitting here lying about him and Davion being best friends,
That was weird.
why would Rosie be doing the same thing? And then if Landon's Davion's best friend, why is he sitting on his girlfriend's best friend's side, the killer, the person who killed two people? But it's cool. Like, it's cool. Because at the end of the day, like, I might not like you. You might think you had a different relationship with my brother. Then obviously you're a little bit delusional too.
Completely
and that's
delusional.
fine. That's fine. I can't sit here and say that Landon has always been a horrible friend to Davion, but when everything happened, it went from being his friend to completely being out of the picture of friendship.
And that's
I don't
why
know
the
what type of
Netflix
fuck-ass friendship that is.
right in the Netflix movie, like they portrayed him as Dom and Davion's friend,
No,
like, and then
he
he got
didn't
to say
understand.
whatever bad things he wanted to say. You should have seen the pre-cut version. I put my
I
foot
saw
down.
the pre-cut. Yeah,
yeah.
me and
You
my
went the
dad
next day.
went, yeah.
I saw it the day before, and I was like,
No.
this needs out
Yeah.
or something. This is not. You cannot put this in there.
Yeah.
But like him. So when I first started this too, he was the first person to come on in the comments and say, "You didn't even know your brother. You did." And I was like, excuse me, I'm sorry, I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, and at the
I don't
end of
know
the
who
day,
you are.
These people, everybody who has these opinions or somehow know these people, they don't know these people like we know these people. We grew up from day one. I've known exactly. I knew my brother longer than my parents.
Right.
That people forgot that before Davion died, I knew my brother longer than my parents because of foster care.
Yeah.
People forget that we literally lived in the same house. So what you're seeing and what you know is a picture and a thing that is outside the household. I'm not gonna go out in public and have a freaking full-on panic attack in front of everyone. That's what my house is for.
Yeah.
That's my safe spot.
Right.
And
right.
everyone is like that. I'm not gonna go home or go out in public and talk crap about everybody. That's what my house is for. I'll do that with my family.
Absolutely.
And
safe spot.
exactly. And that's the thing that people also forget. Like, you knew him, yes, for the hours you went to school together and the couple hours you hung out after school. But you didn't know him like you think you did.
Right.
Like you think you did.
Right.
Like,
And then to turn around and to pretend like you're Dom and Davion's best friend, and then turn around and say terrible things about them and make it like Kenzie's innocent. Like, you are not, like, world, that is not. And hearing it from his sister, everybody, that was not his friend. That was my biggest thing. I was like, I can't.
I mean, I like hearing these two, but who are these people? She does have a lot of supporters. Mackenzie. She murdered them. That was murder. And she was convicted of it. She's not innocent of anything but being a little prostitute. Listen to me. I don't like the girl. I do not like her. Look at her attitude. She's like the mean girl, right? She's just nasty.
But not best friends. I wouldn't even. No.
Yeah, so that's like they were manipulative.
There were a lot more people who aren't in the spotlight who I would consider way closer to Davion.
That's why I said, like, the Dom, you know who Dom's best friends are. Like, I was like,
yeah.
Landon, who are you? I never even seen you. I don't know who you are. No, that's awful.
Yeah. I don't. And that's also a big thing. Like David was friends with a lot of people because he he didn't have a group, and that's more how I was in school too. When I'm going through school, we didn't really have groups of friends. We were just friends with everyone, and I think that's because we were taught growing up to kind of appreciate everyone and build everyone up, and that is kind of why we clicked with more people. But yeah, I think because he was able to be kind of put in the spotlight and did have a relationship with people or with my brother, he kind of took it to a whole nother extent than what it was. And that's what is actually attention seeking and clout chasing.
Yeah.
And I think people are getting it a little bit twisted.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we're family. We can say whatever we want, whenever we want.
Exactly.
Period.
Like, you guys don't know what the truth is at the end of the day, and my word will always be over yours.
If he respected Davion at all, he would have come to you before he did the Netflix thing. Did he do that?
No, thing, he came. That's why it was so like, okay. He came to me, but when everything happened, and then when we were in court, that's when I told you the whole thing was like, and I was like, mind boggled. I ended up having to block both of them. Wow. So they're blocked. I don't see any of their stuff.
Wow. Yeah.
People will send stuff to me, but I don't care to interact because I know how these people are. Like, I also might not have been in their grade, but I was only one grade below them. It's not like we didn't go to the freaking same school together. It's not like I didn't know Davion's friends or Davion's people.
Yeah, but it's just funny how he shows up in a Netflix movie, but is terrible to the family, no respect.
And then Rosie also, I think people forget that Rosie dressed up as the dead person with Mackenzie.
Yeah.
Like,
a few months after she killed two people.
After she killed, and I know people are saying it was for what, like a concert or like.
It was a Halloween party.
Yeah, like it was to match some famous artist.
So your brain is so up that you just killed two people and you don't even put two and two together, even if you didn't think about it.
I should have been put two and two together before I even blinked.
It's just that she's so self-absorbed, I think, and so narcissistic that she didn't see anything wrong.
And same with Rosie and the whole.
See, I don't know anything about her, but I know that she is. Her getting on that show and sticking up for Kenzie and saying that anything about Dahmer, that it was an accident, you're disrespecting the family.
No, yeah,
you're disrespecting the dead.
And everyone's allowed again to have their own opinions, but it's just the way they also go about it.
Yeah,
and it's to a certain extent where it's like, this is wrong. This is just not.
Yep, we know the truth. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Yep. We did like I did a live last Sunday, and I did like a cancel. I'm starting to cancel Rosie movement. Anybody that's going to go on in front of the world and say anything bad about my brother is I really want to put it all down. I really want to put it all down.
Yeah, and my question, right? They were like so cold, like friends, right? And it was a whole group. Because this is what everyone wants to believe and is portrayed, that it was a group with Landon, Rosie, Dominic, Mackenzie, and Davion, right? And whoever else was in that small little group. If they were all so close and such like good friends, then why are they so quick to sit here and shit talk Dominic and Davion?
And they're not anymore.
Mackenzie, when Mackenzie was the one who was being manipulative in that relationship, when me and Davion were aware of how Mackenzie acted, when you because Dominic is your brother, when with your relationship with Mackenzie, obviously you said the first time she came up, she wasn't very appropriately dressed, meeting a family. And again, I don't know how your guys' relationship was with being Dominic's sister, but I don't know if they were really that close, then I don't know, maybe the whole thing was really more.
I just think that
I don't know, it just makes me question, because what were your morals and your goal with that friendship at the end of the day? If no one died, say none of this happened,
right?
And you're still you're what is your intention behind those friendships?
Right.
What do you guys think of this interview so far? Or not interview, I would call this, what did they call it, a roundtable talk? I like this because nobody is really talking about Davion. I'm just saying. But he's a victim. Oh, what was I going to say? Shoot! Okay, my mind might come back to it. Holy crap.
If they split up like they would have, they would have gone with Kenzie and not had anything to do with that.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they've used.
They are not. I'm really impressed. They are not sitting there bashing Mackenzie and her family. I would be. I'm not lying. I would be. I'm sorry. I would be full of so much anger because over and over they're gonna there there's gonna be documentaries being made for the rest of their lives and so on.
Sis and twisted and manipulated and
Yeah,
lied.
and I think that's also like why I'm the way I am. Like I am friends with a lot of people. I'm able to be friends with a lot of people, but just because I'm friends with you, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm opening my arms to you into my house and into my life, because we need to be picky. Being picky is a big thing that people aren't.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Davion was a little more picky, he might have seen that Landon wasn't a real friend, and Mackenzie wasn't really a real friend, or Rosie.
It just still blows my mind. It really does.
It's
like that like I can't just call them and say or warn, or you can't call your brother and just tell, like it is absolutely. I've never, like, I've dealt with death a little bit, but the loss of a sibling is
mind-boggling.
It's like, I feel like I have 2 kids too, so like I know I couldn't imagine losing a child, but like a sibling, I feel like there's a hole in our, just right in our chest. You know what I'm saying? It's like it will never be whole. And it trickles down to everyone we're around, our parents, our siblings. Like it's so disgusting.
Yeah,
it's disgusting.
It's bad.
I hate every second of it.
And I hate going home.
Hate every second of it. I hate looking at my dad mostly. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it is.
Yeah,
it's hard.
It is very hard.
I felt so guilty to you guys. Like, if if Davion wasn't with them, this wouldn't happen. But it's like, who would have thought? In a million years, there weren't signs like that. Like, I don't think there ever were. Everyone asked were there signs.
Yeah, like how was like when you did interact with Mackenzie? If you really did.
My sister questioned her. She questioned her and said things along the way, like, we need to see if, like, what her intentions are. And now, granted, me and Nikki are 13, 10 years older than Dom. So when he started bringing her around, it was like his first girlfriend, and we're very protective sisters.
Yeah,
yes,
you're also a little bit older.
Yes, so it's like bringing,
back up memories of when you were that age.
Yeah,
and you kind of see those.
We've been through it. Yeah.
Yep.
And so we're very, very protective. And when she first came over, I just thought, like, oh wow, is that she trashy? That was my first thought, I swear to God. And then Nikki, they used to babysit Nikki's kids and stuff, the Shirillas. I'll have on my podcast here shortly. I actually have friends that they babysat her kids. Yeah. And not great things went on. Yeah. So I have a whole group of children in Strongsville who will attest to what went on in that house. I don't think I'll play this yet, but I'm just telling you, there was some messed up stuff that went on in that house. And I have people that I'm close with that they babysat personally, and it was not good. Like making them eat frozen, making the kids eat frozen foods frozen, like not heating it up for them. Like some of the kids won't even eat waffles ever. Like they will refuse to eat waffles.
Wait, some of the Shirillas?
So the Shirillas babysat kids, right? That was their job. The kids now all have a lot of things to say about what went on.
Parents babysat, or
and Mackenzie. Now Mackenzie chopped off one of my friend's little girl's hair when she was like a teenager, and my friend's little girl was like,
Mackenzie is a mean girl. What do you guys think? Okay, I had no idea that this was an hour and 15 minutes, 51 minutes long. I mean, we could take a little break here a minute. It's up to you guys. Anybody can come on the panel if you want to talk to this or just hang out with me. Here's the link. Is there anything good going on the internet? Anything good I should go say about Mackenzie?
they came to pick her up and she had chopped all her hair off, and they were like, this is weird, completely put off, weird.
Did she not know how to babysit? I'm confused. Like, what the
just
fuck?
deranged, demented, demonic.
Made them eat,
and they would sit there
like
and make them
power.
Eat. Yeah, and they would make them eat, like they wouldn't heat, the frozen waffles, like they would make them eat them frozen. And there's more, but
why?
I don't know. Just being abusive abusive, weird people. I'm telling you, they're coming on the podcast, and it's gonna be
control.
it's gonna be weird.
Who is it?
My friend. I actually I'm friends with her. I go way back with her husband, but they live in Strongsville. So I'm gonna let her tell the story.
Yeah.
But it's about her kids, and I'm like, and she said there's a whole group of kids, Christine, that are like went through this with them. Like they used to do weird things. So just gets a little insight, and then it's like after all of this, just have you heard the calls? I've heard pieces, and I haven't
heard all of them, but I've heard some, and they're fucking crazy.
Absolutely insane. The one that really fucking pissed me off was when you did your victim impact statement, and then they went in the back and they were talking shit like, "Oh, Jamie said I need to repent," and they're laughing, or like, "Divine didn't know me," or something. Like, you are so far gone.
I think she forgets that. I don't even think she forgets. She was just dropped a little too many times, and can't process the fact
completely demented
that this isn't her fucking world.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Yeah.
No one's really thinking into things like that.
Yeah.
Like, we care enough to sit here and defend our brother and tell the truth, but we're not going about it in a way to sit here and be like, oh, this will one up her.
No.
Like, are you that delusional?
No.
And that's the thing about these people in Strongsville and the people in that friend group. It's all about one-upping and being that better, bigger, more popular fucking person.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
I'm a little older, so I don't.
That's the reason why, like, people have been trying to, like, Instagram me or, like, DMing me. And I've had to turn certain comments off, not, like, certain settings on so they can't DM me unless I'm already friends.
Wow.
Because I've had incidents where people who are the free Mackenzie or are friends with Mackenzie will text me and say I'm being attention seeking, or I shouldn't be posting anything about my brother.
No.
I had to tell my friends, my personal friends, to not give my number out to people.
Wow.
I had to tell them that there might be people who contact them and try to say stuff about me and get connected with me. Don't give them any information.
Wow.
If anything weird, screenshot it and show it to me. I've had 4 people in the past week show me things that have gone through their page trying to reach out to me and say some fucking nasty bullshit.
Wow. And then, like, at the end of the day, we are grieving siblings who don't need this at all.
No.
And the people, and I always say this, like, no, Steve and Shirilla, like, I don't want to say bad things about them. Or
that's what I'm saying.
Just show remorse.
Exactly. I don't want to
bullshit on the
internet.
Be
my life. At the end of the day, I had no say in when my brother died. I had no say in how my brother died. I have no say on what the hell comes out. The only sort of say I have is speaking on what is coming out.
Yeah, and that's this.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, and whether I like it or not, I'm going to sit here and say the truth.
Yeah.
Because this is my world that they want to sit here and cement and twist because they're so delusional with everything.
Clout chasing, attention seeking.
Like, I'm at a point where I don't even think there'll be an apology or the truth of what happened in that car. And I've accepted that. Because even if there is, right, I'm so far gone from believing that. I'm at a point where if there will ever be anything like that, it's because it's going to be fake, some clout chasing ass.
Yeah, I keep saying too, like, if she ever decides to,
her, and that's when it's going to come out.
If she ever decides to, if this isn't working for her, like it's going to, in 10 years, let's say, she decides to say she's sorry and decides to say she actually did it or remembers, we know that's just going to be another lie.
And that's the thing, because like looking at everything that was in her system, all the false things that they've said that caused this, I think people also forget my mom has a doctorate.
Yeah.
So you're gonna sit here and say it might have been POTS. And do you even know what that is?
Right.
Because like 80%, even if you're not a doctor and you know what POTS is, you know that shit doesn't do that. You don't sit here and fully.
You can't listen. If I stabbed you right now, if I decided to stab you, and my defense can't be that I had a seizure and my knife just went right into your stomach.
And
like,
now I'm innocent and sorry.
And I'm innocent and I don't remember because I had an episode. Like that's
just
how about the main fact is when she looked at her mom when the cop came in, when it wasn't even a case or a thing, she looked at her mother and immediately said, "Can I say I had a seizure? You were plotting, you were concocting your story the second that this happened." Do you know that?
And I'm speaking
they're in that language. Do you know that that for about 3 or 4 days that Natalie told me, my dad, and my sister that Kenzie was in a unconscious in a coma, wouldn't wake up?
That's a thing that everyone thought.
Because
that's what I'm saying.
She told everybody
exactly, that. Everyone believed. I believe that she was near death. But
I prayed for her.
Exactly.
I prayed for her to wake
up. And then I'm finding out, she was at a wedding. She was at a fucking concert.
Making TikToks within 10 hours.
Around. I can't say she didn't get hurt. Obviously, that crash was
She had a broken leg.
2 people died. She was, airlifted and had some injuries. I can also sit here and say that she made it seem like it was worse for her than it was.
Well, they straight up told us for about 4 days that she was unconscious. We don't know, they don't know how they're going to tell her that Dom died. She's not waking up, blah, blah, blah. Come to find out, she's making modeling, she's trying to get modeling gigs for her within hours. And a few hours after that, Kenzie's in the bed in a stretcher, posting TikToks, making videos. But you were lying to everybody that she was unconscious, so that you were giving yourself time.
Like, that's my thing. And my thing is, like, if that was me, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with that family? That family is just weird, especially that mother. Within the phone calls that I posted, right, all the phone calls, Mackenzie does this weird talking stuff, like pig Latin or something. And then she talks to her mom. They have conversations like they're not mother and daughter. It's like, well, I was best friends with my mom, but we didn't act like that. Like maybe, I don't know. Her mom's immature. Her mom's weird.
Like, I thought about it as in a way of, like, if I was sitting there driving that car and I killed my boyfriend.
Yep, of 4 years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yeah. If I killed my boyfriend of 4 years and a friend in the backseat, or someone we're getting close to, I wouldn't sit here 3 days later, even after freaking coma, taking pictures. I wouldn't sit here a year later and go out to parties and clubs and have the time of my life because I'm grieving. I just killed my boyfriend of 4 years and my friend.
And we actually, from a sibling point of view, like, I can see sometimes we do things like I could sit here and talk to you about it and not cry. But like if one thing, if all of a sudden I get feelings that hit me and all of a sudden I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna cry right now for 1 second. You know what I'm saying? Just hold on, and I focus. But for that, like, to actually get up, get dressed as a zombie and go out to concerts and have fun a few months to eat. She went out and got a driver's license 2 weeks after she killed 2 people. Me driving in my vehicle, I couldn't go past 50 miles an hour on the highway. I kept picturing Dominic.
Yeah, for probably the first year.
Few months, yeah, long time.
It took me, every time a ambulance passed with their freaking
an
lights
accident?
on,
Have you drove by an accident?
I would have to pull to the side of the road and turn my hazards on and have a panic attack and call my dad.
Yeah. I went through that. I went through the same stuff.
Because all I remember is the fucking car hitting that building.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that replays in my head.
You see an accident, anything like that. So people can say, like, oh, she needed to get out. Her mom, oh, she was young. She needed space. But the reality is that
you weren't hurt or sad at all.
Right. And to get out and go to OSU and not go home, I would have, let's say she attempted it. A normal person who just killed 2 people would have turned back around and went home and said, I'm not feeling up to it. I miss my Dominic. If she felt any fucking remorse or felt bad for what she did. Let's say, when she went out to the OSU Halloween party, like, let's say she gets ready and she goes out with her friends. A couple hours into it, somebody that just fucking killed their boyfriend of 4 years, they would have felt this. I'm telling you right now.
The thing is, I don't even know how people can wrap their mind around that. It took me a year to even get back into a normal, maybe longer.
Yeah. The other day I was having a panic attack driving.
I know, and I need just to take care of myself.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't wash my fucking face.
Our hair.
I didn't get up.
Change our clothes.
I barely ate.
Yeah.
Like, I have created a freaking eating disorder for myself, and I'm a type 1 diabetic.
Yeah.
Because
can't get out of bed.
The fact that I am actually going through something that is changing my life, and instead of going about it as, woe is me, nothing really happened, I'm getting clout, I have followers.
You do whatever you need to fucking do. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
They don't realize that. Just losing a sibling, like, if it seems like it's clout chase, then so be it. Right.
That's
then that's
what
it is.
I promise you, it's so far from that. Yeah. I promise you don't see the times I'm in the corner crying, wanting to kill myself.
Yeah. And then, like, I look back on my Facebook and, like, I looked at my old Facebook and when my son, I'm going to get sad, hold on. When my son was learning to walk, learning his words,
it's just hard.
Anything. I had Dominic with me, and I would tag him in all of the posts, and the pictures. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I live on social media, so don't tell me I'm not. I can't tag my brother or like
you're all
chase.
about.
Like that is who I right. Like who I.
And that's how I was with the event too. Like we always try to build each other up, and a part of that was being in each other's life and sharing each other's success, being there when things were bad. Like,
I couldn't imagine going through what you guys went through and then having this happen to you. I cry thinking about you guys, like, and there's nothing I can do. At the end of the day, you know who's to blame? Why we feel guilty? It's Mackenzie. I'm sorry. Fucking own up, show remorse, stop with the bullshit, because you know what? It all comes back to us. You know, all these comments online and
it's just, it does. It really does.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible. So that's why I'm doing this, and this is like a sister to sister, which has been, I feel like it's a need be. It's therapeutic.
It definitely has. it definitely has been needed, and
No.
it is therapeutic.
That's why I was glad I brought my kids when you had Davion's birthday party
Yeah.
recently. I was like, I'm gonna bring my kids to meet you guys because I want to share.
Yeah.
I want you guys to share the joy of them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I wanted them to meet you. Like this is like I feel like a strong connection. Like my
Yeah.
kids know who you guys are. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like so for you guys to meet them meant a lot
That's
to me.
good. Yeah.
Like a
And
real
I
lot.
definitely think that it's hard because people have made this whole thing Dominic's life is about his death, and Davion's life is
Mhm.
about his death and how they died. And I know that I can say, and I'm pretty sure that you can say that their life is not about their death.
Mhm.
They were so much more than how they died
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
who they were friends with.
Yeah.
And the mistakes they made.
Yeah. It's
And
nothing compared to what
exactly,
happened. Yeah.
like
They were
this-
everything.
Exactly. And that's what people are missing, that these people, our brothers, were, more than someone who just died in a car by someone who was psycho and whose parents are also delusional.
And it's like, nature versus nurture versus nature, like
Yeah.
what went wrong. And I've known a couple of bad seeds, that I've gotten
Yeah.
far away from, very random, very
Yeah.
it's usually not female. You know what I'm saying? That's a true psychopath. It's usually a male.
Mhm.
When you look at her and she talks like a man, she has the eye man.
Like you're saying, like you've seen it in a lot of men. I've seen it in everyone because of where I've come from. And like I try to tell people, like they ask like how I go about my way with that, or like how I'm so like wise or whatever. And it's not necessarily how I'm going about it or how wise or mature I am. It's more the fact that I don't know, like just in reality, people are bad. This world's a very messed up place, and I learned that at a very young age, probably at the age of 4.
Wow.
Like I don't think people realize that my house was broken and we were taken away by the government.
Oh wow.
So I've seen a lot, and
Oh my God, what is going on here, people? Can you hear me now? I got kicked out. I got kicked out of StreamYard. I'm not muted. Can you hear me? It wasn't me. I got kicked out of StreamYard. StreamYard was doing some weird stuff back here. Okay, wonderful. Here we go. Let's continue. Jesus. I'm sorry, guys. It's not me.
to me for that.
Yeah.
But I'm learning to have, those boundaries and stick my ground, because this world is bad and people are bad.
Everybody's bad, pretty much.
It's horrible. Like you wouldn't expect your own birth parents. And a lot of men in my, like, a lot of men are dirty, a lot of men are pigs, but I feel like especially in like this generation, like I feel like a lot of my guy friends look at me as very bougie, but it's more I have like respect for myself and I want to be treated right.
Right.
Like
not bougie.
exactly. Like I will ask my guy friends to open my door,
They should.
and they'll say something. I'm like, no, you're gonna open my door. Or,
That's good.
Yeah,
that means
exactly.
you were raised right. Good.
Or
Props
you want
to
to
your
fuck the
parents.
first night? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Sorry, you
Props
gotta,
to
you
your
gotta take
parents.
me to dinner.
Yeah,
You
that's
gotta
great.
earn it, like because I know I
You
will
deserve
give the
that.
world to someone.
Yep.
And I know I'm able to give that to a man.
Yep. I don't want
but
my daughter
you're
feels the same.
competing with 500 other men who are
Mm-hmm.
able to do that and more.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, I mean, I just have morals and values in my life,
Mhm.
and that's come from my parents and
It's
my
amazing.
brother.
Yes, it's
Like,
amazing. That really is.
Mhm. And I'm emotional too on top of it. So like, if you can't sit here and hug me when I'm crying,
Yeah.
or you're gonna tell me to stop crying when I'm upset,
Then hit the road.
or I'm
Right.
too hyper,
Mhm.
yeah, you got me messed up. 'Cause
Right. That's why I don't date. I started, I haven't dated. I left my kid's dad,
Mhm.
because of narcissism and abuse. And
Mhm.
that's another thing I feel guilty about. Like, how
Yeah.
did I survive 10 years of abuse for my little brother to be fucking taken out by an 80-pound little girl? Don't even get me started with that. I started for the first time in like 5 years, I started dating this guy, and it was his birthday. I have a house up on Middle Bass Island. You're more than welcome to come and party with us.
yeah.
But I wake up with this guy. It's like his birthday, and it was July 31st, 2022.
Yeah.
And I get a call, and it was like my dad, and I could just hear yelling, and he called again, and then I heard I got Dom's gone, but I'm like, Dom who? Like, was it my brother, my cousin? What fucking Dom? And then he refused to answer. And in the calls, you can see when the cops came to tell them, like, I'm the one calling his phone nonstop.
Mhm.
Like, and I didn't know if it was my brother, I didn't know if it was my cousin. Like, we have other Doms. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, but it was his birthday, and he was so cringy. Like, I just remember him saying, he was just like, go be with your family. You know, they need you. And I'm like, bitch, I just met you 2 weeks ago. Get the fuck out of my house. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even want to see your face. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You might have been a great guy, but not at that time. And he, like, as Dom passed in the funeral, like, flowers and stuff, but it was too much of like, I want to see you. And I'm like, I don't want to be near anybody. I don't want to fucking
even breathe.
breathe myself,
Open my eyes.
to let alone cater
Right
to
now,
somebody that I was. Oh, and I feel bad now to this day, but I was like, I don't.
But at the end of the day, that's what made you where you are at now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not stuck in another shitty situation.
Yeah. But I was like, no, he was trying to rush it, and I'm just like, I don't. It was.
There's nothing wrong with being picky.
Yeah, nuts.
Or knowing what you want. There's nothing wrong with it. And people need to remember that.
Yeah, it was
Because
pretty.
there's really nothing wrong with being picky or needing something.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, like, when I found out, I was like, there's just no damn way.
How did you find out? Oh, your dad?
My parents, yeah. So they got a call, and then they ended up coming down later and telling me and my sister. And I was just like, when I heard, like, I think the easiest way to explain it is, like, my vision started blurring, my head started ringing, and the world started spinning. I started punching stuff, screaming, like, crying, like, just a whole, like, another wave of pain, a whole nother. And, like, with, like, that being said, like, there has been so much pain before that, and just feeling another
Oh my God.
completely different type of pain, and then, like, realizing, well, you texted him yesterday night.
Oh my
You
God.
were, sitting on the bathroom floor texting him, and he stopped answering you. He didn't think anything of it and couldn't fall asleep. And then woke up and found out he was dead. And
so I did this interview. I was hoping I'd feel better, but like, this has just got me feeling really, really, really bad.
it's sad.
It really is.
Yeah.
I have 5 brothers, and we I would fucking die for any one of them. It's ridiculous.
No, yeah, and that's how I am with my brother and my sister. Like,
I'm sorry, but yeah, it is ridiculous. So,
it's just, again, like, and that's how, like, I can only explain the pain, because it's not even like it's one type of pain. Like, the pain comes in
waves.
over 500,000 different things in different ways and different waves.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I could talk about this all day, and then one thing, like, all the time, like this, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm going to cry. Literally, I'll be talking for an hour, and I'm like, wait a minute, whatever's happening right now, it's coming out, I'm crying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, but hold on, I'll bring it back.
Agree, like,
Hold on.
back. No, yeah, like, but, like, again, like, I think a big thing that has helped me is I have been getting help with, like, my mental state of mind and how I go about things before all of this. And I have been suicidal and tried to attempt suicide a couple of times before all of this.
Really?
And was in a hospital.
Has it gotten worse since Davion's been gone?
So the way I'm able to look at it now is, it's kind of crazy, because when Davion died, right, when he first died, I kind of felt in a fog. The last 4 years of my life, a lot of it is a fog, and I don't really know what I did with myself or how I did it. But I was, with that being said, getting help with different therapists, different type of counseling, different medication, just being at home, dealing with what I needed to deal with, and then including being, having a medical, chemical imbalance,
Mhm.
and then also being, diabetic and having to worry about my physical and my health. It's at first, I'd say the past like 3 years, it was never, I want to die. I don't want to do it anymore. It was definitely hard. It was definitely just again like a whole nother level of pain and almost something you have to kind of cope with, even though it's never really coping. It's
Right.
just being able to breathe through it and
day by day.
and kind of get whatever across that day, because there are those setbacks. But I'd say most recently, it's been more of I don't want to be here, and I think that's because the past 4 to 5 years of my life, I've been in a relationship with someone.
Hello, my sweet 13. How you doing? She is adorable, and you know what I'm noticing about her? She really needed this right now. She needed this type of conversation. You can tell. That's just my opinion, though. Because Dominic's sister, she gets it. She's so young. Good, I'm glad. I'm back. Yesterday, I did not do any vomiting or anything else. Thank God. All right, and I'm back. Okay, let's continue.
So I'm on my own now, and it's like
Better for
okay,
you.
yeah, and it's not necessarily that I want to die, so it's kind of hard to explain to people because it's but she's saying she wants to kill herself. She's upset. She doesn't want to be here in those situations. But what people aren't seeing is when I'm saying, people have never probably heard me say this or even understood this, but when I'm in that state of mind, it's normally at 3 a.m. when I can't sleep.
Yep, it's in the worst intrusive thoughts come.
It's in the corner crying,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
screaming, like it's just reliving that moment.
Yeah, and it's
And that's again with like my mood swings. Like when I get really sad, it's normally at night when I'm alone, and then that's when my dad will step in and help and like.
Yeah, that's when it hits you. I wake up at 3 a.m. and I think the same. Like I've waken up the last few weeks, like at 3 a.m. Like, should I be doing this? Like, am I doing something wrong? Like that. It's the worst thoughts that you can think of. We suffer from, our family is, we suffer from manic and depression and bipolar, and it is.
And I don't know much
struggle.
about my biological history,
and it is very genetic.
Another level of.
You're trying to figure out who you are,
like,
and
I've been on probably 50 different pills.
And battling this years. There's no pills to solve this.
Exactly, and that's
the other
thing because you don't want to over medicate.
And that's been a thing with me too. It's like there's no we are looking for short fixes. Our brothers brothers' deaths have been televised for the entire world to see. Is it better to get closure? Is it nice we're talking about it? I love that I can talk to you. I feel a really strong connection to you guys. I want you as my little sister, swear to God. And like I'm very empathetic, so I care about everybody else's feelings.
Exactly.
I care about like my dad's, my siblings.
It gets to a point where it's kind of hard to learn how much can you care about theirs and still care about yourself.
It's hard.
Yeah, because that's exactly how I am. I'm a people pleaser. I like to make sure everyone's good in that situation, even if I'm miserable, with a smile on my face.
Yeah, that's all I am.
Yeah, so it definitely has been like ups and downs, and that's why I kind of was like looking at it in like a good point of view. I was more appreciative that I went through the hardest mental struggles of my life before Davian died, because I had that coping skill in a sense when he did die. And now that it's at a point, because probably the last 2 years I felt very over medicated. I just kind of stopped taking my medicine. I was like, look, I need a break. I don't even know what anything's doing anymore. And then slowly working back with my doctors and therapists.
And this is something that like, we wish there was a fix for too, and there's not.
I'm on one medication. The only medication I'm on is to help with mood swings. The other 2 medicines that I can take are as needed for if I have really bad anxiety and can't like breathe, like having a panic attack. And the second pill I have is for focus, because I do have ADHD, but I'm not in school anymore, so I don't really need it as much unless I'm like all over
work.
the
I need that. Yeah, I gotta go see like the same.
Yeah,
I have to do the same.
Yeah,
it is, but it is so. At the end of the day, it's like, God, I wish there was a pill for fixing like grief.
Oh yeah, I wish there was anything,
anything.
literally anything.
And that's all we
Give
try to
it to
do.
me.
That's why I say like day by day, exactly. Like, do you ever go to the cemetery? Because Davion's
I
grave
go there
is right
whenever I
by.
think about and I go to Dom's
And I'm
too.
right by,
I'll
and I
just-
go to Davion,
Yeah.
so she goes to Dom.
They're
So
literally right there.
do you ever sit in the car and just scream?
Yeah,
Like,
I
just
have.
fucking
I've
scream.
done everything. I've sat in the car, I've screamed. I've sat in the car, talked. I've sat in the car and cried. I've sat in the car and laughed.
Yeah.
I've sat in the car and just
In the
listened
rain,
to
in the
music, all of
snow,
it, yeah.
in the middle of the night at 3
Yeah.
a.m. Like, sometimes I just go there and I just, like, especially if I'm not with my kids, like, I just find myself screaming at the top of my lungs.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, why?
Yeah.
It has been such a whirlwind of a life.
Mhm.
They deserve so much better. I wish that they were here. I believe, I'm Catholic, I'm a Roman Catholic. I believe there's an afterlife. I believe
Yeah.
they're hearing us. I
Yeah.
know they're hearing us.
Yeah.
And I did want to tell you that I have, did you hear the call? Did you hear the body cam?
Yeah, where they said
When-
she killed us.
I got in touch with, I have the house up on Midwest Island.
Uh-huh.
It's a very haunted, it's from the Underground Railroad.
Yeah.
It's very haunted island. So
Really?
there's movies and shows all the time up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the ghost.
Oh, okay.
I got one of the paranormal experts to review the call, and they dubbed that for sure 1,000% an
That's
EVP.
crazy. Yeah.
And I'm gonna interview
Because I
them
heard
tomorrow.
that, I was like, wait a day.
They'll be on the show tomorrow.
Yeah,
So, tune
that's
in.
crazy.
It is
Yeah.
it is that, because you know what, I've seen ghosts, I hear ghosts. I probably won't put this in, but like off subject, I believe in the afterlife no matter what. So when things like that happen, it just shows me more that Dom and Davion, they're there. They are
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
We will hear them, whether it's, I don't know if it'll be in like the same, like me and you were sitting here,
No, yeah.
if we'll pass as spirits, you know what I'm saying? But like
No,
there is
yeah.
something beyond
There
this.
has to be something. And that's like when Davion died, my parents saw frogs.
That's Dominic's thing.
So yeah, when Davion died, they saw a bunch of frogs.
Really?
And then I've been seeing frogs ever since they went to Leah.
That's Dominic's
And
thing.
then another level that you guys probably don't know is I was supposed to be my birth parents when Davion, and when I turned 18, and when Davion would have been like 19. But he died when I was 17 and 8 months. So I never got to kind of re-meet my birth parents. I'm still in the process of that now.
Do they know that
but
he's gone and
yeah,
stuff? Oh my
They
god.
do. So that's been a whole thing, obviously, because there's some
They never got
protection things we kind of have to deal with.
Yeah.
And just boundaries. But when I was talking to my birth dad, he actually said that Davion used to hop around like a frog when he was
Are you
younger.
kidding me?
Yeah,
You know what's
and that
weird
he had a
is-
pet at our house.
Are you kidding me?
His first pet was
The frog?
a pet frog.
So
yeah.
when Dominic, he had a bad ear
Uh-huh.
and he had a bad surgery, they actually had to like take his ear off and reconstruct his
Mhm.
eardrum.
Yeah.
And I went to the mall to get him a present, and
Yeah.
I came across frogs, and they were in this little white or see-through thing, and it was
Yeah.
2 frogs, and like it was expensive back in the day. It was like $50, and I was
Yeah.
like, that was like in 20,
Dang.
207
You're
or
like, okay,
something.
what?
Yeah, it was a lot of money, and I was
Uh-huh.
like, okay, like this better be good.
Yeah,
And so I
okay.
brought it to him. I'm like, look, Dom, like look, we used to call him Nucci.
Mhm.
Look, Nooch, like I got you frogs, and he had just had ear surgery, and so frogs have been his thing too.
Oh my gosh,
And I
that's
remember
crazy.
when they died, he held a funeral for them and had my stepmom play the Holy Grail as he had a whole blown ass
Funeral for a
funeral for these
frog.
frogs. So that has been another thing. The
That's
frog.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really weird.
Yep. It was his
Yeah.
frogs.
My
That's
mom
really weird.
said when she heard, like, she got the call, there was like a frog on the balcony, like 5
Really?
minutes later.
If you go to Dom's grave, if you dig in and look
Uh-huh.
close, there's a lot of frogs. You'll see frog statues of things. That's all from the.
Yeah, we have a little frog statue that we put
Wow.
on our patio outside in the back to represent him and the frog. That's crazy though.
Yeah, it really is.
That's really weird.
It's super weird. That's what is my thing tied to.
Yeah,
my
because I know
spirit thing
people
tied
say
to
like squirrels or like birds.
cardinals.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the frogs were the weird thing.
Yeah.
'Cause those aren't normally a thing tied to
No,
them.
like,
Oh my
what?
god, I have goosebumps again. This is so fucked up. Oh. I love it. And that's another thing. I drove down Pearl the other day, and I was with my cousin Becky, who's helping with the podcast.
Mhm.
And she was like, should we drive down the street? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe for the podcast, like I wouldn't mind showing the world how it feels to drive and have your car jerked for all the pieces of,
The road and all that.
for all the
Yeah.
doubters that seem to think that she was innocent or something. So anyways, I'm like, I go to keep driving, and a black cat just crosses the road very slowly. And like, we were like,
Yeah, what the heck does that thing want?
Yeah.
Whatever spirit that might
right.
be.
And I really think I've heard that she's dabbled in witchcraft and things
Yeah.
like that. And
Yeah, people say she did some really demonic stuff.
yep. And I really believe in
Like
I
voodoo.
believe
She
in
did-
demons.
she did,
That's
like,
for sure.
Voodoo dolls and like
Yeah.
the satanic cross.
Yeah, I've heard that. So I believe strongly that
People are the devil is bad.
She did.
I think she was definitely
it
Into
was
some
this a
devilish
demonic, right?
stuff.
It really is. I have somebody coming on the podcast this week that's going to talk about. They actually they were there before she was arrested, and she was dabbling in the pendulum, and that's like in a Ouija board, and that every time that he was with her, she would do that, and it would say that she was innocent in some type of way. Can't wait to get him on. Like, can't wait to get him on.
I don't know. I'm just at a loss of words about how far people are. How far gone.
Oh, and just wait. That's what I keep telling everybody. Like, since this Netflix documentary, like, just people are going to be completely talking out of the side of their necks.
Literally.
And we just have to sit back and not read it.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's like, it's just, people are so far gone and so far lost. Like, it's bad. It's really bad.
It really is.
No.
It's been a crazy 4 years. We're finally speaking up.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming. Like I said, I feel close connection with your family. I wish I could have met Davion.
Yeah. I met Donald.
It's crazy that he died alongside my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
that's
that,
weird.
like the final moments of his life. Like,
yeah, it's like
it's
we
all
didn't know each
crazy.
other. We don't know each other.
But
We didn't.
for the
But
rest-
for them to actually like, they lost their life at the same day.
Yeah.
Around the
with
same
each other,
time.
probably scared with
The
each
same
other.
person.
Yeah.
Having very similar or the same feelings in that situation.
Yep. Having to share this is,
it's different. It's not fun, but
Mhm.
we're getting through it together.
Yeah. That's all that we can do. I always say it's like day by day.
Oh, yeah.
Depends how I feel that day.
Exactly.
If I wake up and I want to talk about it, great. If not, I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
That's how I feel.
No, yeah, because I was on TikTok yesterday and actually hopped onto someone's like live and they were talking about it and I joined it and she asked what I had planned with all of this, and honestly I wasn't really sure because it has been a big I didn't go to college.
I know.
It's been a big thing, but like I said, I did go to school for food and David did very much so enjoy that, and he was a football player. He wanted to be a barber, so I'm just kind of at a point in my life where I wanted to spread awareness of the whole thing, and if people want to kind of support that it'll end up just be going back into the community and being for something that can honor the whole thing and Davion with the scholarship, because I do want to bake. I don't know, I feel I want to do my own little business type situation and kind of sell desserts or snacks or even food boxes in the area, and then that money would go back into making more product and sending people to school with the scholarship.
Yeah. Davion has, they've set up it's a GoFundMe, but it's a scholarship memorial. And I'll post that, and I'll post that link. I posted it before, and I'll post it again. This is to give barbers, because Davion wanted to be a barber.
Over at Allstate College in Cleveland.
Really? Allstate College in Cleveland?
Yeah, so that's where the scholarship's for. It'll send people who are already there. So whoever's already in school and say they have all their hours, because the way to do it is by hours. If they can't afford to
pay their dues and stuff,
pay the rest of their fees to take the test and graduate, we'll either do the rest of what they need and pay it off.
Wow.
But we try to kind of spread it out. We've already sent one person so far, but the more donations that we get, the more people we can end up helping
beautiful.
out.
You do know that my sister's a barber, my mother's a barber.
Do their hair in the bathroom, but then proceeded to not clean the hair.
Of course. Oh, I've been there.
So I'm washing my face with people's hair.
Yeah. Wow.
Everywhere.
That's funny.
Just the whole sink full of hair.
Oh my
Clogging
God.
that freaking
Really?
thing. Bad.
So that means more to you guys than just him going to barber.
No,
He was the barber at home.
Exactly.
Okay.
He
Wow.
shaved my dog's hair.
Oh, that's great.
For a party.
Really?
And my mom.
Can you hear me? This is weird. Hello? This is weird. Oh, okay, I can hear me now. This is weird. Hold on. Okay, I can hear me now. Oh my God, listen to my sound. It sucks. This is weird. Hold on. Okay, I can hear me now.
I was where's the dog?
Listen to my sound.
She came upstairs and the way our stairs are, you can see the underneath of the door. She's just saw a lot of white fluff.
Oh my God,
And
that is
Teddy
so
wasn't there.
cute.
No, it wasn't. Because David didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
And Teddy, his paws were covered. Still,
Yeah.
and
Oh my God.
chopped.
That is
Chopped.
so
Chopped.
cute.
Chopped.
I have, like I said, I got barbers in my family. I know how that is.
My mom bought him a cake one day for Christmas,
Really?
and so he could put it on his clients. It looked like a big like salsa thing,
Oh.
and it catches the hair because
Yeah.
we got so annoyed with all the hair
Yeah.
everywhere.
My sister did that too.
Yeah, she's like, so this will make clean up a little easier.
Oh my God. Okay, so it's a lot deeper than just he was planning on going to barber
Oh
school.
no, like
so
he
this is
actually
run
like
through.
practiced and would
Okay,
do
that was his
people
thing.
and his own.
Okay,
He did a lot of.
wow.
He would steal my makeup when he botched his hairline.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like my $40
that's great.
eyeliners.
Yeah,
Oh,
on
what
his
the frick is
hairline.
my eyeliner.
Oh my God, that's
He's like,
great.
oh, I just it was a little too far back.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
You push that
can't
hairline
buy,
a little
you
bit.
can't buy anything else. You have to spend like $70 eyeliner on your forehead.
Oh my God, that's great. I love it. I'm
So
glad I asked you that.
bad, just
Yeah,
so
love
bad.
that.
And then every time he would like mess up, ever since he was like a kid, he would go bald.
Mhm.
It would call Shavion.
Really?
He'd walk around like, oh my God, it's
Oh
Shavion.
my God.
And he did swim, so he would make fun of him because he would shave his armpits. to be
Really?
faster.
I didn't know.
Like
that.
that's a thing, I guess, in swim.
Yeah, they
Like,
shave their bodies.
I'm like, there's just no way.
Mhm.
I'm like, you're smoother than me.
Right. I dated a guy, and we just restarted dating a little bit. And I used to remember, and I was like, oh my God, you shave your legs and your arms for like working out or whatever the heck he does. But I'm like, it's so odd.
Like, is he a bodybuilder?
Yeah, he's a bodybuilder,
Yeah.
and he's in like in the army and stuff like that. But I was like, oh my God, I forgot you shave your whole entire body. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I love hair. That's just how I am.
I don't like a lot of hair, but I also don't want a bald chest.
Right. To me,
or
that's odd.
legs
Yeah.
and
Right. The
arms.
shave, the
only
whole
bald
shave.
part I want is yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it. You can
Yep.
Manscape, but other than that,
Don't shave your legs or your hair or your arms.
No.
That's how I am. Or your armpits.
no. Like one of my exes, he had like really like big curly hair, and I came into his house and he shaved it all off, had a buzz cut.
Oh my God.
Didn't tell me, and I was low-key freaking the fuck out
Oh
because he
my
did
God.
not look that
Yeah.
attractive. I'm like, I'm dating this man. Where the hell did your hair go? You didn't tell me. It's just gone. It's just gone. I gotta go out in public with you and
Yeah.
dating.
You
and
didn't
then
even ask me.
I'm
Right.
like,
Oh my God.
so I don't like it. What do we do if I don't
See?
like
See?
it?
See?
And it's gone.
Oh my God. Yep. I've been there, done that.
Yeah, I was like, so.
I like hair. I really do. I'm attracted to Arab men.
Yeah.
Hence, I'm at Arabica,
My
everybody.
friend
By the
is
way, if I
attracted.
show that, my kids are Arabic.
Yeah.
They're Palestinian, and I've always been attracted to Arab men. But I'm here, and I'm getting served by Arab men, and
Yeah.
I'm loving every second of
They're
it.
like, give me more.
Yes, please. That's
I
right.
don't know. I don't know my type. My type is actually light skins. You see, Cleveland be bugging.
Yeah.
All you guys are bugging and hoeing around, and I'm not for it.
Do you know
Thank
that I just bought myself and my niece, because her birthday is July 8th.
Mhm.
I bought me and Nikki's daughter
Mhm.
like front row Chris Brown tickets.
Mhm.
So, and Usher.
Dang.
And I can't even tell you how excited I
I
am
just
for that.
I got Fetty Wap concert. tickets.
Really? Where's that at?
It's gonna be at Forward this
Oh.
weekend.
Really?
Yeah,
And
I
it's
got
this weekend?
VIP, and I got him when they first came out.
No way.
Dude, when I found out at work that he was because he's been my favorite artist since I was in like 6th grade.
Oh my God.
And then he got arrested for some charge.
Mhm.
And I was like, okay, I still like to this day will listen to him. Like
Mhm.
when I found out that he was touring
Mhm.
again,
Yeah.
and then 3 days later got sent the link to him coming to Cleveland,
Oh my God.
I screamed and I bought
Yeah.
the tickets 30 minutes
Really?
later.
I should have bought
I did
some.
not care. I was
should
like,
bought
I don't care if I go alone.
Yeah.
I
That's how I
am
was with Chris
meeting
Brown.
this man.
Yeah.
I am meeting this
Yeah.
man. I have VIP, and I'm gonna go see him sing, and I'm gonna have the time of my life
Oh my God.
because
Yes.
I don't care. I might look a little crazy at this event.
Nope. No,
it's
you won't.
cool, but I've never been
This
to a
is it.
concert either.
He needs to see you.
I've
you
never
need
even
to see
been to a
him.
concert, and then the concert I'm going to is my favorite artist, who I thought was never gonna go on tour again.
And he is.
Yeah, you
better have
come my
VIP.
way, baby.
You better have VIP. So Fetty Wap, if you're listening,
Fetty Wap, I'm excited to meet
Come
you.
find
I'm
Divine.
literally overly excited. I
Oh
love music.
my
I love music,
God.
and I've always loved his music. It's
I
his
love
voice.
that. Yeah, I love
It's
that.
his freaking voice.
I have known a couple
The
of
singing
songs.
voice.
Really.
Yeah.
That's how I'm with Chris Brown, where I'm like, I cannot, and I got so close. I'm like, he needs to see me. I will see him.
Yeah.
The tickets were outrageous, but I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't give a, I do not
Mine
care.
weren't because I got them fast.
These were
Luckily.
a lot.
And
I paid like $2,000 for.
Yeah,
two tickets.
I'm not a rich girl.
You're
My
right.
parents have money. I don't have money.
I'm
I
a
don't
single
have money.
mom. I'm a single mom.
But I mean,
I made it work.
you're doing that.
I made it
I
work.
made it work too when I didn't see my motherfucker
Right.
Fetty Wap.
I've heard like Fetty Wap. You know, my sister used to date like Chip the Ripper. Maybe a little bit before your time, but we used to date like Cavs players and NFL players. Me and Nikki had a fucking ball. Like me and
Girl, I
Nikki were
wish.
the around the town, like this
But see, the
place.
thing
and,
nowadays is everyone wants something for it, and I'm not giving that
yeah,
up.
we didn't. I never
Like
did.
I don't want
ever.
that. Like
I
I,
never
have
did.
morals and values. I'm sorry, you're dirty.
There was one. There was a
People don't care.
there was a
but I
Browns player who
do.
tried to get me to sleep with him for the longest time, and I continuously said no. But you know what I found out is that he was like married or engaged. I was like, that's I don't believe this.
And no
Like,
one's gonna believe you.
this isn't right. Like, I'm like,
Here's
what is
what
wrong with you?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I'm like, what is wrong with you to have? I'm not doing that.
No.
But like we used to, me and
That's
Nikki had the time of
crazy.
our lives with like rappers and NFL players, NBA players. We were good looking girls when we were young. We had a lot of
You're
fun.
still good looking.
Thank you. I'm old now, but we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A whole lot of fun.
Baywop has, I always like him because he has one of his eyes is missing.
Oh, I know exactly.
I think he was born with something and had to get it removed.
Mm-hmm.
And I found it really unique because, like, I obviously, when with Davion, like, he was always like supporter kind of me because I am different. Like, I'm 4'10" and 21. First thing, a little
tiny.
Weird. Like, I'm very small and get lost in the crowd easily.
Yeah.
But I'm also a type 1 diabetic. He helped me with that. I have a rare bone disorder, so I actually have no collarbones. It's called CCD, the guy on Stranger Things.
Are you kidding?
Has it? Yeah. So it's a 1 in a million kind of disease, like rare condition.
Yeah.
So I've had a rib cage surgery where my front fontanelle wasn't closed.
Really?
So they put a rib, made a paste, and put it in. They and this happened in like 2nd grade.
Wow.
Yeah. And people, so with my no collarbones, I can like bend. I don't want to
bend.
No.
Oh my God! Wow, Divine.
Yeah. So you guys, I don't want to show my boobs.
So is that what?
Whoa! What was that?
Yeah. So I have
What was? Oh my God! Holy shit! Hold on a minute. Oh my God! Hold on. Oh, you guys! You guys! Holy shit! Let me see if I can do that. No! You guys! I'm taking a screenshot. And she smiles. Oh my God! But she's telling us about boy, she's one sick girl. I mean, to have this this bone disease, it's one it's 1 in a million. Oh my God, this poor kid. Holy crap, she's got some issues. Health issues. Oh my God. Look, oh, I feel. Hold on, you guys. Hold on, I gotta take it. No, I gotta take 2 more screenshots, and I'm done. I promise. Here, I'll just do this one, and then we're done. Hold on. Did it work? It worked. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. So you guys, I don't want to show my boobs.
So is that what the Stranger Thing guys really has?
Yeah. So I have the same exact thing he has, and then with that, I lost four teeth on my own, so the rest were medically extracted with a chain.
Really? So your baby teeth?
Yeah, I only lost 4 baby teeth on my own at the age of 13.
Oh my God.
So they did like surgeries to pull all my teeth down. I'm still in ortho.
Wow.
So like I have a lot. So and that was also something that kind of made me and Davion really close because he knew like you can look at me and kind of see like I'm different. It's cool. I don't mind it. I'm sure you see crap on my arm. Like I have stuff on my legs, but also I think the reason why that I'm able and more comfortable to talk about things is because I was a gymnast for 10 years. I competed in front of people.
Really?
I met like Simone Biles and Gabby Douglas. Like,
wow.
I've been in the spotlight. I've always loved dancing and just kind of being like
that was your thing,
like the center of attention as a kid, I guess. So like when it comes to like talking about Davion, it is hard and it does suck, but it kind of brings back that feeling of being able to control something in a way, because that is also what helped me. Even if I'd be in front of a panel of 5 people and the whole team's looking at me, I'm on a balance beam this big, turning, doing my flips or whatnot. And if I fall off, what do I have to do?
Get back up.
Yeah, you have to get back up, keep your composure, pretend nothing happened, and continue going. And that's a big thing that since I was younger, it helped me learn how to keep my composure even when something doesn't go my way, or it's hard, or someone might have got the better end of the stick or the higher points, whatever you want to say. It's just, I think that's what's helped me, because it's like Davion's death has not been the only thing I've gone through either. I've gone through, foster care, things at home, my mental health, my physical health. I was diagnosed with diabetes in 8th grade.
Wow.
Like first year of middle school.
Wow.
Brand new middle school just opened that year. So it's like there's a lot of different things that I have gone through, but I refuse to be a sob story. I refuse to be, a part of the problem, a part of the like shitty society and world nowadays. So, like Rosie and Landon and go. But again, this is our story.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, this is our reality and our world. And I think what we do with that is the bigger picture.
Yeah.
That I want, like, I think the world should know and needs to get across, because we're living in the same freaking world at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, this is our time. Like, this is the timeline that people are going to look back 10 years ago,
Mhm.
and we're going to remember, because this is the world we're living
That's why I wanted to do this, because it's like
Yeah.
I didn't want to wait and then 10 years from now I'll be like,
What
I
if?
should have
Yeah.
like spoke more. I should have done this. So it was just like I just threw myself completely out there.
That's what
I
I'm
don't even
saying,
take
like,
pictures of myself. I just threw myself in front of the camera. It was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand up for my brother and talk about it, and I'm doing it. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know me, like you've seen my social medias. I
And
don't
see,
post
like, the
about
thing,
me.
and I've tried, and the thing, I was scared, and I've always been a little scared to kind
Yeah.
of put myself out in the camera, because I've been very, very bullied. I've been
Yep.
bullied.
It's
People,
scary.
yeah, and like,
People are disgusting.
I'm slim thick. People like to say it, and there have been old men who will look at me and verbally,
Really?
sexually say things or
gross.
catcall me.
Jesus.
It's and this is the world we live in.
Yeah.
And like same thing online. Like
Mhm.
I've been bullied for how I look, the size I am, like what it's on my arm. Oh, you eat too much sugar. Like, I had a six pack in my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
I'm still flexible. I can still go, over there and do some flips for you.
Mhm.
Can do some pull ups, some squats. Like,
Just so
I've
you guys know,
done that,
Divine is
like-
great looking, by the way, too.
Thank
Like
you.
she is
I
beautiful.
try.
I think
I
you're
try
gorgeous.
to take care of
Don't
myself
listen to any of
and
them.
my health. But
Yes.
this, at the end of the day, like everyone has a freaking opinion.
And they will, just to be
something to
trolls.
say.
Hey, trolls will be trolls, and
Like,
miserable
you
people.
guys are just
Miserable
jealous.
people will be miserable.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There's
No.
some miserable people out there.
Yeah, that's
that will look
another
for
thing.
anything.
And that's a big reason on why, like, I try to just still be the bigger person, because
Mhm.
I don't know what they're going through.
Right.
Like, I know, like, say, like, one of my friends in high school, or wasn't my friends in high school, they're more my friend now, but they were, like, really mean in high school. And I didn't understand why until now. And I realized, like, I found out now that their parents were going through a really bad divorce, and they weren't getting fed at night and didn't
Wow.
have resources to things, but still had to show up to school.
Oh god.
And that is more what led to being a bully. Do I
Yeah.
stand for bullying? Do I stick up for that crap?
Mhm.
No, but at the end of the day, going about something and being a part of the problem is why the world is the way it is
Yeah.
today.
I tell my kids that
People
too.
deserve grace.
Mm-hmm.
And if it becomes to a point where it's a consistent thing, step away.
Yeah.
But sitting here, I don't fight. Like, everyone nowadays wants to fight people
Mhm.
or do like gun violence, anything to be whatever. But like at the end of the day, if I can't sit here and talk something out with you, you're not on my level.
Yeah, and there's just like with the internet and social media and this whole social media phenomenon and the way the world is now, they are just there's like bots that are just
It's
put
bad.
out to
It's
just
bad.
destroy us. Like, and that's why another reason why I started doing this was just like I'm so sick and tired of sitting back and listening. No, I'm not going to listen
Things
to all the
that
bad
aren't true
comments.
or not
Right.
even
Nope, not listening to it. I'm going to say what I have to say when I want to say
Exactly.
it, and that's what this is.
exactly.
Yes, I love it.
That's how it should be. Like I said, I love to dance. I used to help choreograph like gymnastics routines for the little
Really?
kids.
Aww.
Like dancing is a big passion of mine. I've never
Really?
done. Like, I wouldn't really say I did dance team. I never did anything like that, but
Mhm.
it was always incorporated with gymnastics and cheer.
Really?
But I love dancing.
Yeah.
Like, I'd have a dance off any day.
Really?
Any day. Like, you could catch me at those little dare. You know what dare dances were?
Uh-uh.
So in the Strong Cell program, they do dare dance. It's to administer drugs.
Really?
They did this a lot before COVID. They would win. You could win big prizes like
Really?
TVs. Like, it was through like the Strong Cell Police. I know like North Olmsted areas in Ohio do dare. You've never heard dare?
No. Oh, I've heard dare to keep kids off a drug, but
Yeah,
not
so
dancing.
they did dare dances where it was a one annual dance. Like at the end of the year, it was a really big dance for all the schools to go to, and you would put a raffle in, and you would win big prizes, and they would have like big dance offs, and everyone would just dance and have fun. There'd be young kids, like you were in like middle school.
Really?
It was so fun.
I never heard of that, but
But
I
they
was young. It was
kinda-
probably
they-
just coming out.
They stopped doing it after when COVID hit,
Ah,
and they never really started back.
really? Yeah, but that was a whole weird thing.
Yeah, COVID messed up the whole world.
I was
Everything closed at
graduated,
6
but-
o'clock.
Yeah.
Like what?
I used to go sit with my son during all his lunches, and they stopped that. And I was telling my son about that, and my daughter was like, "You never came to sit in a lunch with me." And I was like, "Every
the world's
day
so crazy.
I used to sit with David at lunch, and then they told me no more."
Yeah.
So that's why, yeah, they really changed it for the worse.
Like recesses are even different.
Mhm.
Like
Everything.
it's
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I really think it's just because they cut the time. I don't know. They're all saving themselves money, and here we are. I don't know. It's whatever. But
Who's saving who money?
like just Walmart cutting their hours, like you get like 3 people overnight, so that gave them the excuse to cut their hours and their manpower.
That's stupid because
It is.
at the end of the day, we're already in debt. This world.
Yeah.
So
Not them, not Walmart.
So if I want to get my milk at 7 a.m.
Mhm.
or whatever time it is, I should be able to do that.
I know, but not for them.
Because-
And I think they have trillions of dollars, but they don't care about us. I'm huge on anti-Walmart, anti-Hollywood.
You don't like Walmart?
No, I think that they took over the entire world, and they're paying our people like $10 an hour to make minimum wage, and they took over all our farm markets and all our furniture builders, all our toy makers, like anything that you could think of. They took that over from buy everything from China, made to break, and we get everything from them, and the world relies on them. And they took advantage of it. So,
people are bad.
They are bad. They really are,
People are
and we
bad,
know that the
guys.
most.
People are bad.
Mm-hmm. Well, Divine, hope we can do this again.
Yes. Me too.
Maybe we should catch up like every couple weeks. I have been, this was great.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's therapeutic. We have a lot to talk about. This has been so crazy.
Like, yeah.
Can you? I
We
can't
talked
believe
about
it.
some stuff. I don't even know what.
Right. And
Not enough.
Right, and it's
Definitely
been
not
so
enough,
crazy.
you guys. Definitely not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
super crazy.
but yeah, no, definitely not enough.
I kept telling everybody, I was like, you guys don't understand. Like, I think this is going to be insane.
I
Like
think
when
it's
this comes out, and look what happened.
Yeah, I think it's gonna help a lot of people too.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said I would like to platform. I'm going to platform this to domestic violence awareness and sibling grief loss and things like that. Like I would like to. People have been telling me their stories
And
left
even
and right.
like mental health, like it's a thing. It's a whole thing, and I just think me and you connecting through this is just good.
Yeah,
and
keep sharing their stories.
It's going to be a part of the whole situation. We might not have a say in what comes out, but we have a say in what we can put out there.
Yeah, and I think years from now that we'll be happy we did this, looking back, and have no regrets. You know what I'm saying? Because there's already so many regrets.
Yeah,
I don't want any more.
Like,
so I think
really, like when you were talking about like recording those videos and like always sitting them or posting, like adding Dom in it, like that. Like when Davion died, like I might have only been 17, but I was still thinking about when I get married, who the hell is going to be my best man?
Oh my god,
my picky ass brother who's dead.
Yeah,
like there's things that people don't understand that like still crosses my mind, and it's like
it'll never
I wanted to
be the
see
same.
him grow. Like I wanted to see where he came from and what he got.
Right.
Yeah. So it's
who
just,
he married, who he had the kids, not having nieces and nephews.
A week before he died, we were talking about what our kids would look like, and we were laughing so hard we started crying.
They would have looked just like you.
No, because I was dating a white dude at the time, so I was like, I wonder if there's gonna be like white or like light skin, like how that would work. And me and David's humor was wonderful. So he was sitting there saying, well, Divine, I hope you're pretty light skinned enough. Like our birth mother may be very dark, right? But you plus white equals basically nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, you're gonna have the whitest baby. You need to date a black man and get some melanin in your skin. I'm sitting here dying. I'm like, okay, bro. He's like, yeah, so dump that boy.
Yeah.
I'm like,
well, he didn't make it, so no, the boyfriend didn't make it.
He did not make it, but no. And then Davion's like, I wonder if I'm gonna have a boy or girl, and if they're gonna be tall or short. I'm like, Davion, you're not that tall, so they're gonna be short.
And he was short.
We're all a little bit.
Do you want him short?
I do. I just there might be some complications with my CCD again because I have to make sure my eggs don't carry all the genes.
Oh wow.
Because I don't know, it's a lot of it ends up being classified as cosmetic surgery and then doesn't get covered by insurance. So that's a big no-no. And a lot of the specialists who did do my surgeries were luckily in Ohio and were like the world specialists in Cleveland, but they've moved. So they're not in Ohio anymore. So if I have a kid, I have to worry about that. Yeah. So that's just the whole thing. But
did you ever see how much my meal looks like Dom or talks like Dom? I posted like a side by side. Image of Dom.
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't understand what you said at first.
Yeah, my Mia is us. Like I say, like when you have your own kids, they look like your siblings.
Yeah.
So if you ever did, maybe they'll look like Davion and talk like Davion. Because I see even my dad will be like, Christine, that's Dominic. Yeah. Like she lost her front tooth and she had this big one for she looked goofy, and for the longest time my dad's like that was and I'll remember Dom had that same goofy front tooth and they talked the same and they looked the same. They have a devious smile the same, and it's like crazy. Oh, I swear to God. It's amazing, actually. It's so amazing. Bittersweet. There's a lot of this that's bittersweet.
Definitely. But it also helps it helps me realize how valuable the world is. Just don't take it for granted.
Yeah, say your goodbyes. Say I love yous.
Like
don't fight
don't
with
go to
people.
bed angry.
Yeah.
Don't base your opinions off a mistake.
I tell my kids all the time, make sure you tell me, you love me every time you see me, because
life is hard and we're all just trying to get by.
Oh my, is that your mom?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was me, David, and my sister.
Wow.
Yeah,
you guys look so much like you do right now.
That's what I said. Crazy. People always say I didn't like change.
You guys are all the same. Oh my God.
But when I say she's really dark, like
she's really dark.
You
have a white dad then?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, my dad's white.
Is he around?
They're both around, where they're just not really
parents, right?
Around in my life. They weren't allowed until I turned 18 because government and all that. But
I've always wanted to foster kids.
Yeah.
Especially recently now that my kids are a little bit older. Like
Mhm.
I'm a really, really good mom.
Yeah.
And so I would love to, and I work in health and human services with the government. So I would eventually like to branch off into the children and family services because I do the other side now. And so I've always wanted to. I would love. There's so many kids out there that don't have safe homes and are being,
and especially right now with all those abortion laws.
Yeah, I just give me all the babies.
And my thing is, I'm not pro or against. I'm whatever that person needs, but I think a lot of people forget there's so many people already in the system, and like, you can't be a good parent or a parent at all, or you're a lazy parent. You create bad people, or they get put in bad situations. Like, kids need good parents until they are basically fully brain developed,
which actually isn't until you're 27.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think people forget that when they, are in high school.
Yeah.
Or
it takes till you're 27 for your brain to develop.
Like I said on my TikTok, of course I've dabbled in drugs, and by drugs I mean like weed and vaping and stuff. But I was also drug tested until 21.
Really?
I was also drug tested until 21 and couldn't have car insurance.
Wow.
I would have to pay for it.
Really? Your parents are fantastic.
Because like, there's gonna be those temptations. There's gonna be those slip ups.
Especially what you guys went through. It's part of life.
Exactly. And I think also forget, we have addictive personality disorder, so like that's a big thing that falls under.
Runs in my family too.
Exactly. And people forget just because like I came from foster care, I have this, but like that runs in a lot of people's family, whether it's alcoholism, whether it's addictive to anything. You can be addicted to freaking smoking, drinking, sex, money, men, anything. So like that's something that is just, you guys, I don't know, parents need to start really cracking down,
paying attention to their kids. It's hard.
It's not easy, but parenting was never built or meant to be easy.
And I think it's harder now than ever. Because the last couple generations, they didn't care.
Oh my gosh.
And they didn't care. I think for the longest time, like I was raised, like we didn't have a bedtime. We didn't have anyone that cared about
time limits on my phone.
Oh wow, yeah.
They'd be like, "Oh, you have school in the morning. Your phone shuts off at 5 p.m."
Really? Wow.
Like frick.
That is insane.
But
you'll appreciate it.
Nobody can text
really?
me.
Oh my god.
But then I became diabetic, and I kind of
on
my phone because I needed it. But they weren't always strict like that. Just when we were younger and kind of needed it, they definitely.
You'll thank them one day.
The leniency. Oh yeah, I appreciate it now because I'm not addicted to nicotine like everyone else. But I don't know. Definitely the leniency. Like it cut back more and more, but it got hard when we were all very close in age. Like Dalia and then me, we're all about 2 years apart.
Yeah.
So we were all kind of going through the things around the same time. And my parents are very big on being equal and fair, but there was always problems.
It's hard raising kids too.
Whatever.
Yeah, and you always get that like, well, that's not fair, or
blah,
he
blah,
gets to do that, or she gets to do that.
Yeah,
I go through that every day.
Yeah,
it's hard.
I can't imagine that being easy.
It's hard.
But giving in is even worse.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on myself. Is not giving in.
Giving in is worse. Like you guys gotta realize the world is not easy, and just because you want something doesn't mean you're gonna get it.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
But we would all break up the rules in ways.
Oh, yeah.
So that was definitely
big rule breakers.
Yeah, something. I feel like my little sister she just wouldn't do her homework. She was bad at doing homework.
Is she out of school yet?
Yeah, she graduated 2 years after me.
Wow.
So, and then
feels like just yesterday that this happened. So I feel like we were just in school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the last 4 months, it just kind of like the time moved.
It really did.
Real quick.
So it's like when I talk about them dating, like Mackenzie and Dom, it was like, to me, I want to say like 4 years ago, but really it's 8. I'm missing a whole 4 years of my life.
That's what I'm saying. Like
insane.
No, how old would Davion be? 23.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm older than Davion ever lived to be.
Wow.
Yeah. Davion never hit 21. He died at 19. When I turned 19, that was the hardest birthday.
Yeah.
Turning 21 was a hard birthday.
Yep.
Turning 18 was a hard birthday because I was supposed to be my birth parents with him.
Wow.
20, I think, was the better birthday.
20.
Yeah, but this year, 21 was harder, I'd say. But I had a lot of friends. We ended up getting a party bus, going to Dave & Buster's, bar hopping.
It's really nice.
Got a little bit too drunk.
I did that on my 21st.
I woke up to me making a vlog. I had a vlog on my phone. I didn't remember taking it.
Really?
And it was a review of like 15 different bottles I got for my birthday.
Really? I was left downtown on I had my own party bus, and they left me downtown barefoot on my own party bus. My parents, everybody was with me.
Why?
I don't know. I just wanted to party and stay downtown, and I guess my whole party bus left me.
Yourself?
Yeah, barefoot. That was my 21st birthday. Barefoot downtown. Left.
Yeah, my friends know not to do that shit for me because I would have been
Mm-hmm.
They would.
Well, I'm one too. If I'm having too much fun, I'm be like, no, I'm good.
No.
Leave me. I'm
not,
good.
You know I'm not good.
I'm good.
You know I'm not good.
But I'm very stubborn and hard-headed too. It's like, don't touch me. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. But yeah, that's all I remembered is like, dancing on bar tops, and then my own party bus leaving, and then
that's
I'm like,
how it
I'm
is now.
barefoot
Like
downtown.
I go down to the flats, and people will recognize me. It's kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah. Do you want anything? No, we're gonna wrap it up. Can I get a bill too, please? Here, like a check.
Check. You mean for total?
Yes, thank you. But yeah, like I said, like I used to come here actually and just drink. Yes.
Sorry, this thing is like
And have so much fun. So let's do this again in the next couple weeks. Life has been super, super crazy. I'm glad I can talk to you and shut off my phone for a little bit, but it has been insane.
It has been. What do you plan on posting today, or?
I'm gonna shoot this now. I'm gonna end it right now. Everybody, thank you. This is Divine Plan again. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for talking to me. I want. We're gonna keep doing this in weeks to come.
What do you plan on posting today, or?
I'm gonna shoot this now. I'm gonna end it right now. Everybody, thank you. This is Divine Plan again. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for talking to me. I want. We're gonna keep doing this in weeks to come. Like I said, this is never gonna stop. I'm never gonna stop this until
No, because a big thing is this is always our life.
Yeah, and we'll always have something to talk about. Yeah, this was great. All right, appreciate having you. Cutting it, saying goodbyes from Arabica and Parma Heights. They have great coffee martinis, espresso martinis, and pistachio cake. So come and see them.
And yeah.
She was screwed from the beginning.
Here I am talking, and nobody can hear me because I muted myself. I'm so freaking mad. So, anyways, this here is a video I posted last night. Is every jail call she made, county jail. If you want to listen, it's 20 hours worth. 20 hours worth of calls. It took me 14 hours to do this, people, yesterday. So if you have nothing to do and you want to listen to some calls, well, anyways, I liked what those sisters are doing. They did not, I got to change my title. They talked about them and their brothers, and I like that. I like that. On Letitia, no. It's not, it's jail calls. It's not a video. It's jail calls. I am too. Sorry, that's way too long. Well, it's every call she ever made. And I thought I would do it in one whole thing. I know people are going to listen to the whole thing. 20 hours is too much. Who's got 20 hours? I can barely focus on a 15-minute video myself. But if people want to check it out, all of them are there. I despise the teacher. She's absolute worst. She's something else. Then I'll listen. Yeah, if you're at work and you can do it like Misty can. Well, Misty, I know you. 20 hours. I'm telling you, her mom's weird. She's weird. She does this weird, like pig Latin stuff. I don't even know if that's it. I don't know. But her mom is immature. Her mom is a weirdo, just like that little prostitute daughter of hers. I'll watch it in parts. Yeah, share it with people if they want to. It's all the jail calls. They want to know something else. But I'm happy everybody came. I know I've been gone for 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. I thought I would forget how to do everything. Their mom is weird, ain't she? Her dad is weird too. They're weirdos. I don't care. I'm weird too. Okay, I'm different, but I'm not that type. Okay, I am the fun type. I'm not like them, but I am different. But I did all those videos yesterday to see if I can get back into doing what I do, and I tried it different, and it did not work for me. I could not focus. So, but I did it that way. I haven't seen anything on her dad. Oh, there's her dad. Oh God, Misty, this case has been around. I've done things on this case, but Netflix just came out with the thing. So if you got Netflix, um, so everything's coming out again. Also, you watch. There's going to be a movie. Lifetime is going to make a movie on this, and I hope they favor these two guys on the screen. I like my different too. If we were all the same, it would suck, but her family is weird, okay? Her parents. I'm not saying anything about the sister. I know he did. She that crazy. This is what I gotta say about her supporters. Like if they're people from her school, this is just me playing devil's advocate here. Okay, and they're saying that she ain't a killer and this and that, and she's innocent. I don't know what she's innocent of. You know, two people. She took two people's lives here, right? She murdered these two right here, and but they're young and naive, and when they get older, they're gonna realize everything they've said and done. If they're watching everything that's being put out there that are facts, right? I mean, they got to read all the reports. They got to read the text messages, the case file. Look at the case file, right? You're going to see a whole different thing here. Just not what the little prostitute says. No, you know my memory. I know, especially when they're long like this. I hate doing long lives like this, but oh well. I'm genetic random. You can't work for a Catholic school and say that you're. Oh, is it a Catholic school? See, I don't know. I'm not 100% because I really haven't been around. If somebody has the Netflix thing, can you send it to me, please? And I would say, Amber, Amber, girl, I know you got Netflix. Definitely weird, but that's okay. Right, right, right. Hey, you know what I was told my last day I was live? Do you guys remember? I was told I was washed up, people. Yeah, I was washed up. hmm Some people, it's kind of funny, but it's like, come on my panel, come say it to my face. And I think about it this way. These are, these are just, I'm arguing with the avatar. What the hell? Wow. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I didn't know it was a Catholic school. That's crazy. I'm telling you, people, I have been so sick. I don't know what was wrong with me. It hit 9 days ago, I think it was. I I could not do anything. I don't even remember the last 7 days. I was so sick, vomiting. I couldn't keep nothing down. I couldn't eat nothing. I lost 5 pounds. It was horrible. The only thing I didn't have was a fever. Now people are saying I should have went to the hospital. No, no. If I'm going to have those things, throwing up and going to the bathroom, I'm going to be in my own home and do it, okay? So on Saturday, I really wasn't feeling better. I'm going to tell you guys this is funny, but I haven't been able to eat or drink anything, right? I know it's that flu that went around. Other people in the building got it here where I live. They can all stay the hell away from me. I know. Here I'm trying to heal from surgery on Friday, and then that Tuesday it all went downhill. Oh my god. So I was craving pickle juice. I love pickles, but I was pickle juice. I can't eat a pickle because I couldn't even eat like a cracker, and a cracker would come out. So I find my jar of pickles, I grab it, and I thought I reached the counter because I was so dizzy, people. I was so lightheaded. So I thought I set the pickles down. I broke my toe. It fell on my toe. I started crying. And I started crying. I'm like, I don't get my pickle juice. I started crying. I hobbled to my chair crying because I couldn't have pickle juice. Who cares about the toe? Who cares about the toe? I've been down for a migraine for 4 days. Ooh, ew, ooh, ooh. Awful. I still think you should have gone to get fluids. I showed you my fluid situation. I know, Carolyn Cooper. I know. Let me tell you though, I did get my pickle juice. Okay, let me tell you the next day. I still wanted my pickle juice. Can I tell you what happened? You guys want to hear? And that's why I told you a long time ago, go ahead and laugh at me. And my I know. You do got a germophobia. You do not want me at your house. Okay, do you guys want to hear it? Do you want to hear what I did Sunday? Oh, Jesus. I'm just going to tell you. Forget it. I don't care. I still wanted that pickle juice. But I was very careful. I was very careful how I took it out of the fridge. I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. So, I did get it to the counter safely. I did get it to the counter. And no, because it landed on my toe. It landed on my toe. No, it had cushion. It had cushion. Okay, let me tell you. I got it. It got out safe, right? So here I go drinking the pickle juice. You want to know what it did? It foamed all up and came out. I'm like, damn it. I couldn't even take a sip. I tried. Oh, really? Is that why? Well, how about that? Oh, I love pickle juice, though. Isn't that shit funny? I was so mad. So finally yesterday, I was able to eat. I ate rice and it stayed down. I'm extremely happy. I have not been vomiting now for 2 days. My stomach's kind of icky still, right? I'm just gonna be careful. I don't ever want that again. It almost ruined my life. One thing I was able to eat, well, not for 5 days, was Jello, but I could only eat like 2 bites, and I had to throw away the rest. My daughter and I always fought over pickle juice. Oh God, I love pickles. So that's what's up, people. That was my excitement. So I'm really behind on the internet and what's going on, but that's okay. but I do know that this case is all over the internet. So I just thought I'd share what I thought was interesting, and it's those sisters to these boys, Kristen and Divine and Davian and Dylan. If there's anything you want me to review, put it in the comments. Let me know. No, I'll try to get something ready. I am too. I'm back. I'm back, people.
She's back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's back. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yo, yo. Yeah, I am. Nala was such a good girl. Everywhere I laid, she lay right next to me. She was right by me. Can you imagine after having eye surgery that you're not supposed to bend over, like to grab anything? You can't lift anything, right? You should have seen me when I had to throw up because I was scared what I was going to do to my eye, right? And FYI, there's 0 case of hantavirus. Good, good. I don't even believe that, anyways. I don't believe that's even a thing. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate every one of you. So, yeah, thank you for asking where I've been. I can't think of anything else that happened because let me tell you, those days I don't remember. Well, I do remember, it was a different kind of pain in my stomach, too. The stomach ache, it was different. Really don't understand what that virus is. I don't know. They're just making shit up again. God, look at Nala. I gotta take a picture. Hold on, guys. I'm taking a picture of Nala. Hold on. Oh my god, this dog is crazy. Look at how she's sleeping. Oh my god. Google Drive, where is it? You know what's worse? You know what's worse? I'm gonna say it. We're all adults. It's coming out both ends, okay, at the same time. You have no control. And it's water. Just pure water. I thought I was dying. Okay? Okay. Okay, guys. I gotta get something. I gotta show you guys a picture of my dog. Hold on. She's such a goofy girl. Such a goofy girl. All right. Misty, I'm gonna make you laugh in a minute too. Oh my god, why didn't my picture come? Hold on, please. I hate having an iPhone and I don't have a Mac and nothing wants to cooperate together. So, oh, God, I just can't. Where is it? Shoot, shoot, shoot. That ain't it. Hold on. There we go. Look at how she's sleeping. Oh my God. Food poisoning, you think, for that long? I've never had it before. What would I think I got sick from the surgery center, honestly. I know, look at her. What a goofy dog. Look at how spoiled she is. Look at all her little beds. And her safe place is her bag that I got when she was an infant, right? When she was a baby dog and I would take her everywhere. Look at, she's got her whole setup. She owns that couch, people, right? Misty, this is for you. Dad, Dad, look at me.
You don't turn up.
Isn't that the ugliest thing ever? It was not food poisoning. That was very extreme normal. I don't know what that means. What's normal? Never heard of it. Flu? I don't know. It was way too long, I can tell you that. Oh, well, maybe I should look it up then, huh? Oh, where's it? Oh, symptoms. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's what it sounds like. I don't remember. I I swear to God, my phone, I used my phone 3 times in 2 weeks. Okay, that's it. I don't remember what you said to me, and I don't remember what me and Misty talked about. I have no idea. Isn't it ugly? It's so ugly. I don't remember. I haven't even got to talk to my grandson. I will tonight, though. I haven't been able to FaceTime him. That I do. You want to know why? Because my father opened the door. And I was sitting up because I was afraid I was going to puke laying down. Okay? So I sit in my chair and the door opens. There was one knock on that door, and then my dad's letting people in my apartment. And I'll leave it just right there. It's not the knock, it's my dad coming in my apartment. Oh, shit. He came in one time, right? And I heard him, and I turned, and I'm tossing and turning. He's like, I'm just telling you. I go, God, Dad, I'm so sick. He walked out. I have no privacy. It's sad, ain't it? It's very sad. No privacy. I'm 56. No, I'm 55 years old. No privacy. Still, my dad controls everything. It's pretty sickening. Hey, Missy, this is gonna make you laugh. He was talking about my car needing gas. Okay, I don't give a shit. I go, what do I care? I go, I'm not driving it right now. Well, I'm just telling you. I go, don't you think I know about my own car? I'm sick. I'm not going anywhere. My car is good. It's like, shut the hell up. What do you think you are? He's got a key to my door. He won't give it back because he's a freaking weirdo. I tried to get it back. He's a controlling thing, man. He's what, 75, and no, but he's got a key to my mailbox, a key to my car. He doesn't give anything back to me. I told him, you having a key to my mailbox is a federal offense. You know that, right? He was, all you people fucking with me. And he stormed out of my apartment. And I told him I want my keys back to everything, right? He goes, I paid for them, which he's lying. The key to my car, no, I paid for it. It's my car. He can't drive because he don't have a license. And so for the mailbox key, I make sure I do everything online. Okay. He's a very mean man, people. I know he does, Mr. Control. That's all right, because when the new people, the new company, I already talked to the manager. When they take over, they're going to put new locks on my door, and I'll be so happy. They won't let us, but the new management's going to change it for me, and I can't freaking wait. My son, my oldest son, he's just trying to help you. I go, okay, give me the keys to everything you own. That's right. What do you think about that? How would you like it when you're at work? I'm in your home, digging through everything. How would you like that? And I'm like, that's what I thought. My dad is very scary, though, you guys. He's very scary. Sometimes I can handle him, other times I can't. He's back drinking again, so that's a problem. Stay away from me. I dealt with that shit growing up. So that's enough complaining about him. It's kind of funny. Well, it's not. But I can't wait. You know what, guys? I'm going to laugh so fucking hard. And I'm going to video it when he's going to be trying to get in my apartment. It's and he can't get in. I'm going to love it. Oh, God, what did he say about my computer again? No, actually, it was this. Okay, guys, we're gonna show this. Okay, I did this. He's such a freak. He pissed me off at the doctors. Okay, so I did this. Okay, that's why I did this video right here. Dad, Dad, look at me. That's why, okay, I was mad because he was embarrassing me in the doctor's office where I actually emailed the cancer doctor and apologized. Um, he got so mad, he said he was going to break my phone. And then he goes, I don't want to be in your damn phone. He says he don't want to be in my phone. Oh, I know. This is the following day drunk. It's that type too. The next day drunk. I don't want to be in your damn phone. I'm gonna break that thing. Yeah, touch it. I dare you. Don't touch my shit. You guys, and this is funny. He'll try to tell me how to drive. Here, I'm going to still talk about him. Okay, he'll tell. This is funny. I'm not going to get mad. I'm going to make sure he gets mad. He don't drive, right? He hasn't had a license since 1989, so he could just shut the hell up. Okay, and he'll I would go that way. I go, nope, I go this way. Guys, I do intentionally. Oh, I won't go that way. I go, I do. Or if it keeps on bitching because I can't handle it, I just turn up my radio. Oh my god, it's so funny. I laugh. I laugh deeply inside when I do that shit. I'm like, yeah. Or my phone will be, on the charger thing on the dash, and I intentionally I will the camera won't be on or anything, but I'll turn it on and face it towards him. You know what he does? He looks out the window. Looks out the window. Oh god, that's funny. That's good to laugh, people. Good times. Okay. I think I'm going to get going now. I'm happy to be back. Happy to see you guys, my peoples. Okay. And if you think of anything you want to do, just let me know in the comments, whatever it may be. All right? All right. Love you all.